Y'all can only blame the Mills Cafe for that. I was trying to chop this block, you feel me? But we back. I still got flowers to give. Um, so yeah. So it's usually just me talking, and then I'll be like,
Okay.
one time I stuck a pencil in my neighbor's. Welcome to Tomorrow Thoughts. My name is Melanin Expressos. I am here with no ID, which I found out we be shorthanding the fuck out of your name. Your name is No ID Gaming.
uh, the shorthand is fine. It's just like it's the gaming of no ID, so it's just like possession of the gaming. Whose
It's not
gaming
so
is
it's
it?
not like Noid. Oh, somebody did call you Noid the other day. That cracked me
No,
up.
it's not Noid, but I can't blame them for calling me Noid because when you look at it,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like
And it's
Noid. It looks like
lowercase.
yeah, it looks like Nold. So I can't be. I've heard it all. I can't be mad. It's just one of those things. Like in life, I have a. Oh, I'm about to hit them with the SAT word. Propensity to put myself in these kind of situations where it's like I can't really blame nobody. It was I didn't think of that, so that's the result of me not thinking it all the way through.
When I first changed my name to Melanin and Expressos, I forgot to put my
Mhm.
phone on silent. When I first changed it, people used to call me Melanie, Melania. It was like everything but melanin. So then it took Twitch, I think, after my second or third year, they finally let you go back and capitalize the letters. It took about two,
Oh,
3 years for people to finally see melanin and Expressos.
right.
It hurt,
I
especially
didn't
on
even know that there was
raids.
a time that you couldn't capitalize.
It would be considered like redoing your name, and you couldn't take the same name.
Oh my gosh, because the characters were the same,
So it
just
would
different.
literally
Oh
just
my
be
god.
aggressive with the or I think I was melanin originally it was melanin and espresso, and then when I first changed it, I just added S, and that's for melanin and espressos, and then I just kept
Oh,
it. I was like, fuck it.
got you.
People didn't learn how to
Yeah,
spell
man.
espresso because of me. I'm not gonna hurt their feelings no more.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I could say for sure. Yeah. It's like you can't think of everything ahead of time.
Mm-mm.
Like
I
it's
wasn't
just
planning on
a part of the
streaming.
process.
I wasn't supposed to be. I was supposed to just be person in chat. It was never
You
supposed
thought
to
you're just
be.
gonna be my guy forever.
I am a my god, and I will continue to be. That is a championship. I don't need no award, baby. My god for
Hey,
life. How
a,
many days
a
in the
woman of
chat?
many titles. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Little did you know, people care about the person behind the keyboard.
They shouldn't. She a
No,
bad
they
bitch.
should.
They
They
shouldn't. You know
they
how much
very much
fun I had
should.
in chat? You don't understand. Before you knew the face,
Hmm.
you would have. I always wonder when people finally saw the face, did it
Hmm.
match what they read? Like I would enter chats with like every chat had a different character. So most of the time, it was either thigh claps into chat, crip walks into chat. It was always an entrance,
Right.
a joke, and then
Hmm.
just like, all right, I'm here to mod now. What's up?
Uh,
It was never just a soft, hello, how are you? It was never a meowdy, how are y'all? Hello, everyone in chat. It was always, the
yeah.
queen is here. Bow
Right.
down, bitches. Who do I need to block today?
Right.
It was never soft.
Yeah. I don't. mm, I'm still learning Twitter etiquette. I guess I don't even
It's
know what's
hard.
okay to do, what's not. Sometimes I come in and say hello. Sometimes I'll be in for a while, but I won't say anything because I'm like busy. But then I want to respond to something, so then I just
You know what
the
the
first
first
thing
thing
they
you say?
see, yeah, the first thing you see is like me asking a question or me just saying something random. It's like, oh shoot, I ain't never said what's up or nothing. So I'm really trying to work on it,
Mm,
and I'm realizing like just because I'm watching the stream doesn't mean I have to
interact.
let you know I'm
Mm-hmm.
watching the stream. Because it's
Most times
like
we
I
know.
want, yeah, but I be wanting, I want you to know that I'm here to support you.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, okay, why do I want you to know that I'm here to support you? Am I? Am I
Am I doing
genuinely
it
here to
for, yeah.
support you, or
Mm-hmm.
am I doing it because I want you to?
The validation.
I don't. Yeah, yeah. It's like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it's like yeah. Hey, I was here, but like I could easily just later on we talk about it, and then it's like yeah, I was there. I saw when you was doing that. So
You do
I'm
that to me all
trying
the
to
time.
work on that too. Yeah, I'm trying to work on that as well. Like
I'm
I
not gonna
don't have to
lie.
always speak just because I'm there.
You haven't even introduced yourself really, really, Phil. But
Oh,
where are we at though? Real quick, were you around Colberg and Blue Stream like bef- I don't remember when you joined, but like before Mouth, like when Colberg was
mm,
doing more than just the Mouth streams,
no,
probably a little bit before that.
no, I met I met Colberg probably last year, March, maybe.
Ah,
So it was like right before the Twitch
Twitch
Mania.
Mania. Yeah,
So I
Jesus
started
Christ.
watching Twitch Mania,
Mm-hmm.
and then he went on his break and he would do like the variety streams every now and then.
Choose
So
your own
I
adventure.
would pop in. He played like Detroit Human or whatever he was
That was
playing at
such a
the
good
time.
game. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's kind of how that happened. And then they were like,
Restarting.
well, they were like, "Are we done?" And I was like, "Wait, I thought I was gonna have an opportunity to," but it worked out. So
Yeah. Look at you now. How would you?
look at
Who
me
would have
now.
thought? But
Who would have thought?
prior, when he used to have like about 4 or 5 streams a week, him
Mm-hmm,
and Blue had a thing called Twitch Etiquette School. They had a name for it, but it was like Twitch
mm-hmm,
Etiquette, and it would be them and a couple other community, like people in the community or the stream teams, and they would
mm-hmm.
talk about literally the proper way to enter chats and you know, because I realized it and I joined like Twitch and streaming and stuff during the pandemic, but I wasn't a gamer. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch gaming content. I was more of, I think what really got me here was I was like, there's simmers here that sim and people watch them play this. Like, then I was like, oh, there's TV shows on here. Like, we can just watch. When I first started, Pokemon had a channel and it would just be Pokemon episodes all day. And I was like,
Really? Like the OG?
it was all of
Oh
it. Like,
man.
you could
Oh
literally just,
man.
it's like there's a Bob Ross channel. I would be like, oh my God, there's just so much to consume that isn't
Mm-hmm.
just gaming, like
Mm-hmm.
not Apex, not this. And I just
Legit
remember
TV.
legit legit TV, and it's not like somebody's bootlegging it or parodying it or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's the actual people. There's emotes. I think at one point Twitch partnered with that channel and used to get Twitch emote like Pokemon emotes, um things for Pokemon Go. Like it was a lot. It was a ton.
Uh-huh.
But they were talking about like I realized I got acclimated because I met people and they're like, oh, don't do that. That's what's that crap called? When you're about to oh, I'm about to go live and you say it in chat and people are looking at me and like not everybody
Oh,
knows.
because yeah, because so you're like in somebody else's chat and then you're
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm about to go live. So it's kind of like, oh, you promoting like you
Self
trying to
promotion,
take
that's
my
the word.
viewers. Yeah, yeah,
Which
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
reality, ain't nobody going over that.
Right, right, right.
But I
Nobody.
understand the sentiment.
Yeah, I get it.
But I remember that being like this really big topic on Twitch like 3 years ago because it
Mm-hmm.
was bad. Like people would come in or they would back when before there was like just rating out, we used to be able to host. So like let's say people I usually stream on Tuesdays, Fridays. People could host my channel so on Tuesdays and Fridays it'll always show my channel on their channel, which was
Oh,
really
that's
dope.
dope.
So it's kind
Yeah.
of like now we have it to it's still kind of grandfathered in, but you can't just type it in chat. It's not as easy as it was to
Mm-hmm.
promote your friends or have them kind of like
Mm-hmm.
a TV channel on your own. And I just remember people would do things like auto host, and then when they would go live, it would snatch their people back because now you're live on your channel.
Uh,
And I
uh,
just remember that being this big of just chaos.
mm-hmm.
And so people would do like, "Oh, I got you hosted up," and then people would be like, "Oh, what did?" And I'm like, "Twitch,
Yeah.
Twitch was a time." It
Yeah, that sounds like the Wild Wild West.
was. It
And
was.
see, I probably had a Twitch account for a while, but I haven't been here long. So all
In
of
the
this
days of Justin
it's
TV,
the who?
it was the people that owned the site before.
Oh no,
Because
yeah,
apparently I had
I
a
ain't into
Justin
that.
TV account and never knew. I think I bought a laptop and something Best Buy did. You get an account, you get a discount something.
Oh, before it became Twitch, right?
So
Okay.
when I finally got on Twitch, I was like, how do I have an account? And it's like account age 5 years, and I'm like,
What?
so
I'm weak.
I was like, what the fuck? Okay, cool. Then people are like, oh, this isn't a bot because look how long this account's been up, and I'm just like, maybe I don't even know what bot is. I don't. I'm just
Right.
here.
Yeah.
But let's
Hey.
zoom out. Hi, no ID. Would you like to
Hey, dude.
introduce? I'm not Shannon Sharp. I ain't gonna try and read your accomplishments and stuff. You know this.
Oh yeah, y'all got
Which
a long list. It would be like it would be
usually,
probably like it would be pretty short. So you ain't get winded or anything.
no,
We
no.
ain't doing too much over here, man.
Tell the people about yourself or what you feel comfortable telling the people about yourself because you
Uh,
grown.
yeah, man. It's no ID. As I said, new, kind of new. I mean, I don't want to say new to Twitch because I'm not new to Twitch, but I'm
Fairly
relatively
new.
new in
Mm-hmm.
comparison to YouTube. I'm a YouTube guy. So I
Ah,
started on YouTube probably like, I think it was November 2019. And
pandemic.
yeah, yeah. Well,
Pandemic.
yeah, it was right before the pandemic though. Because I
Right
think,
before the
yeah,
shutdown.
it had, yeah, right before I had started. And what prompted me to start? I think around that time I had got, I don't know, I think I started seeing, oh, have you ever heard of this dude called Israel 85? He
Yes.
used to make like the voiceovers of the Ninja Turtles, like the Nigga Turtles, all of them and
Yeah,
stuff.
okay, I was like, yeah, but not for gaming. Okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So um I think somehow I came across his page. I was like at the time I was doing security overnight. So I'd just be like watching stuff on YouTube. I know it's random. Watching stuff on YouTube and stuff. And
Everybody
then I
has an
was like,
overnight phase of work.
yeah, some people still in it. I might be back in it soon, but we'll see. Um, but yeah, I just was like, I like games. I think I could do this. You know what I'm saying? Like I think
I
I
can do this
could.
shit. It's easy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now I didn't want to do the
Voiceovers.
voiceovers and all of that. I kind of just wanted to play a game, record myself playing a game, talk, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I was relatively
Comical.
entertaining. Yeah, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think I'm like it's a lot more entertaining stuff out there. I would say that. But so then that I just kind of started growing and then
I
I
wanted to
started.
ask this. Did you go through a skit? Ooh, child. Country ass. Did you go through a skits stage? Because I know a lot of people when they were making like the transition into like gaming on YouTube, a lot of people tell me they went through like a stage where they were doing like, oh, I wrote this out and it's gonna be this and then the end joke's gonna be this.
You talk
Mm.
about just period,
Kinda, yeah.
like just skits in general.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was doing skits back in high school. That was many years ago.
I was like, I
This
remember the age range. Vine?
is before Vine.
Oh, what the fuck was that thing called?
Yeah. Well, no. These skits we had a when I was in high school, we had a skit show on
Oh,
YouTube. So like we would just come up with random skits
that
and
tells your
record
age.
like
Dorm 10
at
had head
school.
elves.
You got me. You got me. It was even before we. I don't even know if I mean Dormtainment was probably doing stuff already, but we
Mm,
hadn't even heard of them. I didn't
I
hear about
understand.
Dormtainment until I got into college. Would like shake that ass on the internet and
I have that album.
my dick hit the water, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so that was kind of like my thing. But like when everybody was like going crazy about it, I would dabble in like Vine and stuff like that, but
Hmm.
not really. You know what I'm saying?
If
Just
you
like
have a
if I was
YouTube
like,
presence, then you don't need to,
well,
because it's six
I ain't have
seconds.
I ain't have nothing back then.
Well, I okay. Wasn't the skit show on YouTube?
Yeah, it was on.
Was
Well,
people watching
yes.
it? I'm not saying you personally. I'm just saying in general.
Uh,
Not
maybe
we
like
had six
people in high
views.
school. It was, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
I wasn't in control. I wasn't in control of the YouTube. It was just like me and my best friend. We made a show and we was just like recording, fooling around. We wasn't even like trying to go big or nothing. We're both extremely creative. and he was like on like the camera side.
Mm.
Like he was really into like editing videos. We clicked over like music, so like we really enjoy making music and stuff like that. So like
Mm.
it was just kind of one of those like two creatives. Let's just do something. Like we bored. Let's. Well, you want to record
You
this? Let's
bored? I'm
record this.
bored.
Like yeah, like you know what I'm saying. So that's how that went. But yeah, so doing the YouTube, and then I got like real heavy on it where I was posting every day for like I don't know 3 years. Start seeing some growth, and then recently, after a while, like maybe 3 or 5 months, maybe 8 months ago, I just
Wait,
started
I was
feeling
like,
like
what
I was
month are we
posting.
in?
Yeah, I'm like I
April.
was I was feeling like I was just posting every day to do it. I didn't feel like my content was
Breathing.
moving the needle.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, you know what? I just need to take a break and kind of like reassess
I
what
understand.
I am doing, what I wanted, like what am I trying to
What's the
accomplish?
goal? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like going through the motions. And I mean it helps because the consistency, YouTube rewards the
The
consistency, but
algorithm.
like
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like I ain't doing nothing. No, like I wouldn't watch this video. So like,
Got you.
why am I posting it?
Just posting
You
a
know what I'm saying?
post. Yeah. I understand.
So now we here. You know what I'm saying? Now we here. So
Do,
hopefully I'll be getting back to it soon. Um,
I
but
mean,
I
you
haven't
also
found a
have big
solution
life
yet.
changes, so it's okay to take a break right now.
I know, but
Like, you act like you just, and we're back on the bus. Like, let's go.
well, I know. Yes, I know. We started a bigger family. Got 2 kids now. They both under 2. But
Cause the way.
these big successful people,
True.
they still be going. That don't
You
that
don't
don't
have to
stop
be
them.
Beyonce. Beyonce got a maid. Beyonce got a maid.
Yeah, you know why she got a maid though? Because she had
Cause
her
she
head
married Jay
down. She
Z.
kept going, kept going. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Cause she's got a
But
maid.
yeah, like
And her man's name is Jay Z. And
that's true.
they
What's
both got
better?
money.
What do you say?
Shit,
What's
Blue
better
got
than one
money.
billionaire? Two. So yeah, but yeah. So I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I feel it though.
We'll see.
I feel similar about like I am aware that my gaming content is not. I don't want to say that into existence. My gaming content, gaming content don't move like my music content. Music is
Hmm.
something I'm actually really. I'm niche. That's my niche. Like I
Hmm.
make music that you ain't usually gonna find unless you know the artist and be like, oh, they make music that I like. I
Right.
was like, I can go from a mashup to a lo-fi to some goddamn hip hop shit. That's cool.
Right.
I know that my mashups are gonna do better than my original music because they're gonna know the song already. But I also don't want to be known for my
For
mashups.
mashups.
Yeah.
Got you.
But I do know that if I want you to come to my channel and I have music coming out, I probably should post a mashup.
That'll bring you in. Then you hit them with yours, and they're like, "Oh yeah,
It
okay,
sounds similar. They're selling
right."
Gucci. No, I'm kidding. I've learned like I had to learn to reassess because I would get frustrated because I'm like, oh my god, like people love my streams. It didn't. I realized that even though people do complain about the Twitch algorithm, I get more VOD views on Twitch
Mhm.
than any platform that I'm on. Like and
Really?
and it's weird to say it's always been that way. Like if I let's say I do a stream and thank God for my 9 viewers every day. Let's say there's 9 people in the chat, 9 people in the stream period. The VOD's gonna have at least 400 views after I post
Dang.
it. It's a blessing, but it also comes from I've realized I have a silent market of lurkers that have been
Mhm.
loyal since during the during the pandemic. I had like a coffee shop show, so I worked at a coffee shop, and so a lot of people's introduction to me was me in a coffee shop. They
Like
learned
actually
espressos, but
working in
I
it?
worked in a wasn't Starbucks. It was a place called Sips inside of a
Mhm.
hospital in Houston during the
Mhm.
pandemic at the height when Houston was the epicenter. So I'm stressed
Mm.
out. I didn't have a car, so it'd be like I clock in at 6. I just got off the bus. you're gonna see me set up the shop. You're gonna hear the people coming in. I had like a partition. I would place every. I had. We slowly progressed in the up thing. It went from them leaning on a like plexiglass thing to I got a stand till I had a
Okay, look
charger
at
and a
you.
little
Look at
earbud.
you.
Yeah, we was out there, and then I learned how to play music while we streaming. Back when before it was a
I
big problem,
we
but it became like a you slowly or you clock in every day with me. That's why sometimes the streams titles will be like related to that, like oh clocking in, you're on bar today, and it'll be like okay, we're not at the register
mm,
today. We're you can learn how to make coffee,
got you, got you, got
and
you.
this is when what's it called, the massive shutdown. So only essential workers. So you're at
Mm.
home, you're bored, you ain't on a stimulus check, you ain't doing shit. You can watch me at work, and then sometimes Daryl would hop in because he was working at Pepsi at the time. So you'd
Mm,
hear him at work, me at work, or him getting off of work, me and him trying to race who's gonna get off work early so that we can go
hmm.
home and play video games with our friends who've been home all day.
Right. That's interesting.
Those vibes, 1,000 views. Scary.
Dang.
Scary ass thing to think of now because of how the world is, but like, it was a time.
Yeah. Would you go back to the pandemic if you could?
No, because I
Let's
lost
say
a
you
lot
could
of people.
relive that full year. Oh, you did?
For
Really?
me, I'm a workaholic, so that aggressive ass halt and hustle hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause I don't. I started working like at 15, so I never really had. Oh, let's go clubbing, let's go party, let's go. I was like, I could go work 3 jobs right now,
Right.
have enough money to. It's like fuck folding clothes, baby. We're about to clothes haul. Fuck you, fuck you, so bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, you paid full price, baby. I got that on eBay, 85%
Oh,
off. Like I was that kind of person. Like my mom was
right.
a couponer. I would be like, Mom, I got $300. I need about 80 Tide to go pies. I need to go crazy with
Oh
it.
my
I'm
gosh.
over here like, here's the money. If I give you the money for the shop, you gotta use that money. I was out here. I would be like, okay, well, whoop de whoop de woo. Um, I think when I first got my apartment, like when I first moved out, it was everything was furnished. The hardest part was just being like, okay, rent. But like
Mm-hmm.
how most people their first apartment, they got bed on the floor. No, I had everything but a couch. Had the
Man,
TVs, the connections. There was no, oh, I need to run to the store to get. We were good. Just needed a fucking couch.
man,
I,
that just unlocked a memory, bro. That,
my friend was like, why
ooh,
can't I come to your house? I have no couch. It's not ready yet. Once the couch is in,
yeah,
baby, you spend the night. That's your couch.
I came a long way,
Okay.
man. Golly, humble beginnings, they
I
say.
told my friend that too. I was like, when I first moved, well, when I moved out of the apartment, I literally had a homegirl who's. I was like, grab whatever you need. Just, I was like,
Hmm.
this section of stuff is going in storage. You will not touch nothing here. All
Right.
that stuff over here, before I pack it, just take it. I literally, when I moved back in, I was like, where the fuck is my? Oh yeah, where's the?
Oh my
Oh yeah,
gosh.
where's the? Like half my couch is gone. I had a sectional. Half the couch is gone. Somebody took one half because they didn't. We're too
Oh my
lazy to grab
God.
both.
I don't believe.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it's cool because I was a blessing. And it was
Yeah,
like pandemic too. It was right before the pandemic. It was
yeah.
2018, 20 like 19. Oh god.
Hmm. It's crazy to think like,
But would I go back? I wouldn't. Only because I don't know how to it it forced me to chill, and that forced this podcast to happen because I needed something to do.
right.
Would you go
Yeah.
back?
Um,
uh
nothing changes, right? So like, if I go back, it's like I just relive everything
you
that
can.
happened, right?
I was like, the only reason I say is that I had a hard loss. Like I lost my best friend's mom, and like that
Mhm.
like right after that she got divorced, she got sick. It was a lot, so it was just kind of like a
Right.
spiraling. But I also will say if it was not for the pandemic, I would have never known I was creative. So half the shit that y'all know me for would have never
Hmm.
happened. Like I would have never opened Canva because I would have never thought that I
Hmm.
could. Like I would be like, I would have never, I wouldn't say I would never stream, I would never be the Mel that y'all know. My name probably would have been something random as fuck, There would be
Mm-hmm.
no extra twist to it because
Right.
I would have still been in the mindset of like you're a hustler, you work, da da da. Like I would have been on here teaching y'all like, okay, who want to learn how to make this? Like it would be more Instagram, TikTok shop
Right.
than or because I remember at one point I went kind of viral in Houston because I did a
Mm-hmm.
food review and it wasn't intentional. I literally I didn't stalk this man. It was this dude. You know how like you see somebody's plates on Instagram
Hold
or
on,
TikTok?
the disclaimer already
I
makes me
had to
feel
say it
like I
because
don't know.
when you
You
hear the
might have stalked
story,
the
you'll
man.
understand why. There's
Okay,
this
all
dude
right.
named Sneaky Eats. He was best friends with B King. Like he was known in the city. He was the kind of person like you go to this one hood club. He's outside with a truck and the food is busting,
Okay.
busting. I would see his plates on Instagram. I would see people tearing it up. I would hear stories. My friends would be like, "Okay, I mean, can I be in there? I write this plate." And da-da. I would hear stories, and I was like, "That
Mm,
shit looks so good." He had this shit called he called it hood nachos. It had shrimp, it had meat, it had a lot of stuff. It was good,
mm-hmm.
and he had it in these containers. And he wasn't no regular like you know how people try and give you the his containers were this big,
Oh
this
my
wide,
goodness.
like what you would think gumbo or like a soup or something would be served in.
Yeah.
And it's just the cheese. It's not chips and cheese. Not like no, it's pure cheese sauce dip shit, right? And then he had a
What?
spicy version. That man made the mistake of saying he was gonna be near my house. He had like this pickup, and it was how bad it is. The name of the area is Greenspoint.
Mm-hmm.
Its nickname is Guns Point because you will get
Mm-hmm.
robbed. I still went
Right.
because I'm gonna get that fucking thing. When I seen him in the parking lot, right? I squealed,
I
I
am weak.
tee-heed, and I did a little happy dance. I have ADHD. Disclaimer: I'm neurospicy as fuck. I I pretend to be normal sometimes, but I'm not. That man was
I
so
am weak.
nervous because my little nerdy ass was. That man put his hand on his gun. He said, "Hey, hey, hey, chill out." And I'm like, I was like, I don't
So
even
I
care
don't know
because
what
I
you got
paid
going
already. I
on.
was like, I got the cash right here. Stop playing with me. Give me my
I am
two
weak.
orders. You can shoot me after. I don't care.
He said he thought you was giving a signal to somebody.
Give a fuck. Bitch, give me the sauce. Pass the plates over. Literally, I think I drove back home because it was like a couple exits. I sat in my car and tore that bitch up because I had bought Doritos. I had them ready
Mm.
to go in the car. I just wanted it, and he had like hood juices. Like, oh my god, I don't think it was just Kool Aid. I don't know what was in that bitch. It was no alcohol.
Oh my
That
goodness.
bitch was busting and cold, like icy
Mm-hmm.
cold. I made a video. It went very viral in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Aggressively. Like I posted it and it got hits. He reposted it, saved it, did it, tagged my account. It went really viral
Mm-hmm.
in Houston. Rappers and
Dang.
shit were on my shit. I was like, oh. I was like, I know some of you, hey.
Right,
But
yeah.
no, like I realized like, oh, this is something you could do.
Mm-hmm.
But similar to yourself, I don't want to like I personally don't want my I wouldn't want to be known in this city.
Mm-hmm.
If I lived in like a little local city where everybody know everybody and it's like that, maybe. Like if I was somebody from like I don't know Dota, Illinois, I don't know if that's a place.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see
Different,
what you're saying.
but
Yeah.
Houston, no,
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand a. Aren't you like I? One of my biggest reasons I don't go to conventions. Aren't you? Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I don't stream.
I'm big on that. I hate bumping into people that I know or know me. Like I hate it. Sometimes it's pleasant. Like, oh, what's up?
Hmm.
Like, hey, like.
If
But
it's
most of the time
genuine,
it's like, yeah, most of the time it's like, dang, I know them. Come on, baby. Let's go this way, baby.
turn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
Move the
like,
car. Take the car with you. Come on.
and it's
It's
not even like I guess I don't really know why. I don't know. I just like I don't know. I
Are
don't want
you
to
a
be
people
bothered, I
person
guess.
though? Yeah.
I think I am actually. I think I
I
am,
love how you
but
like. I think.
yeah, because my social battery is like
Mm,
it's very present.
I understand.
So you could catch me on a day where I'm really like in my social element,
Mm-hmm.
but you could also catch me on a day when it's like I do not feel like
Want to be
being bothered.
bothered? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like I don't know. I feel like I was more social before, but I also moved to somewhere I don't know nobody. So it's like
Got
I'm
you.
definitely not.
You're
I'm
not
definitely
going
not
out to
social
meet
now.
nobody. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like, and I've tried different stuff, but like the people I have, a good bit of the people I have met have been,
Odd.
yeah. And then
Got
the
you.
other people that I've met that are cool, I don't know that
Trusted.
I would necessarily hang out with them or
Got
like
you.
kick it with them. Like they cool, but it's like
I
they
understand.
cool. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
It's like when I went
yeah,
to Atlanta the last time, I think who I'm talking about is gonna message me. When I left, I like when I was at the airport leaving, I was like, oh, I had a good time in Atlanta. Whoop whoop. So many messages of what the fuck you didn't say no. First of all, didn't know we
that's
were that
anxiety
close.
right there. Yeah.
Second of all, I ain't got no car, and I am not about to sit up there and play this game with you about the city. Y'all motherfucking parking structure is stupid. And I don't know literally where I was because things say Atlanta, but it ain't Atlanta. So I was like, I'm not about to sit up there and say I'm in Atlanta, and then you tell me you're in this. Baby, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you'd be like, I'm in Atlanta. You'd be like, what part? It says Athens. Man, that is not Atlanta.
I had stayed in Athens one time, and I said that not
Oh my
got
God.
fussed
Yeah.
at.
Yeah. Oh no, because Athens,
Is it
that's not
Olympia?
Atlanta at
Is that
all.
a thing? Is there Olympia, Georgia?
I have no. If it is, I ain't
It's
never
like a
heard of it.
college area. It was some. I remember one time we went and because it's the middle point for me and Kage is literally of all fucking places Atlanta because he's in
Mm,
Jersey and I'm in Texas, so it's like
Jersey. Okay.
child. When I
I got
say
I got some folks up there.
child,
I got
that
some
way of
folks in
living is
Texas too, actually.
that way of living in fucking Jersey scares me. I tell them all the time, I was like, I am too southern for this shit. I smiled at somebody, that lady me mugged me. I said, all right, bitch. And I was like,
Really? When I went to New York, I
still have yet to
it
do.
wasn't as bad as people make it seem as far as interactions with people.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see some wild stuff in New
I've
York.
heard. I've
You see
seen.
some
Well,
it's legit. It's legit. You see some wild stuff there. Like, but the people are not like as the people that
abrasive.
I saw, yeah, they're not as abrasive as like they I guess I feel like I grew up thinking they were.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking people
The
gonna be
image you
bumping
get,
me and all this.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You
It
think you're gonna
wasn't
have a
like that
nigga
at
moment every
all.
5 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was cool. I would never live there, but it's a cool place to visit.
Jersey made me feel like Jersey kind of reminded me of like, okay, as a Southerner, when you learn about like the Civil War and shit, it gave
Hmm.
that kind of vibe of what you hear about Northerners
Hmm.
mixed with what's the um dependent. They're very dependent. Like
Hmm.
the pumping gas thing blew my fucking mind. Like you
Oh
not,
yeah,
I literally we got to the thing and I'm like, why are you still in the car? Person walk up, cash your credit. Not giving you my
yeah.
card. I
It's
think there was areas that's like it's not a sundown town, but it gave sundown town vibes to me because it shuts
uh,
down at 6 7. There's no public
hmm.
bathrooms. Um,
What?
yeah, okay. Tasty Subs. It's like a
Uh-uh.
really it's this really big known sandwich shop out there, and uh Barack Obama ate there once. But we went and I had to pee. And
Hmm.
the line was one of those places where you sit, you're really there to just stand in the line.
Hmm.
I went across the street. I went down the street. I went to the bank. I went to the liquor store behind it. I went over here. Nobody's bathroom. Nobody had a public bathroom. And I was like, okay, what if I literally was like, I will buy a bottle. Can I use the restroom if I buy a bottle? I was like, it won't even be a cheap bottle. I will buy tequila. Can I please go to the bathroom? We don't
Right.
do restrooms. I was like, all right, bitch. Literally had to get his mom. We got the sandwiches, and then thankfully she had to pee too. And then she was like, "I know the perfect place," and she found us some. The stop and go shops being actual stop and go shops, which we would consider a corner store, like something you would get like cigarettes or something from.
Hmm.
That's their entire like that's their Bucky's.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
I was like this is a big deal for y'all. I was like, but then I was like, you're from
Hmm.
Texas.
Yeah. And then
That's,
like bodegas and stuff like that.
did I go in a bodega when we were there? I seen him. I did squeal because I saw Bodega for the first time, but I did not get to go in
Hmm.
because it was 10 o'clock at night.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he was
I
like,
didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know Jersey was like that.
it
I
might be the
actually
area I
never.
was
I never
in,
been to Jersey, so.
and I never been to New York. So I was
Mhm.
supposed to, but I lost my COVID vaccine card because I worked at a
Oh
hospital, as I said,
Lord,
and we were supposed to. And I felt bad. He was like, "Oh, we're gonna go to a spa. We're gonna do this." Could not find that vaccine card. They was not gonna let me in. I was so mad.
damn.
And I was like, "Damn, that was gonna be my first time in New York. I was gonna have my little moment."
Well, you still got time. You know what I'm saying? It might not be the first time, but there's always the next time, which will be the first time. You
I'm
feel me?
scared. My biggest fear. I have a fear of, well, not fear of snow, not anymore. I have a fear of northern snow. Like that shit we had the like a couple months ago,
Oh,
that
in
little
Houston.
ice, that was nice. I was like, you know what? I went outside, I took my trash out, and I came back. That was my enjoyment.
Right, right.
Shoveling snow. The fact that people drive with shovels in their car and salt, not for me.
Did you see like they have like these something I had never seen that they have up there too? It's like these they call bumper bullies.
Oh, the thing that
So
you put
it's
on the car.
you put on the front and the back of your
Mhm.
car. So like
Mhm.
if somebody hit it, it don't damage your car because
Mhm.
like the way they be parking out there.
Oh,
I'm
it's
like, where
crazy.
am I?
They're
A bumper
parking
bully for that? Like what?
apartments. Okay, I've realized though, it's just, it also could be because I live in Houston, so it's not like Texas in general.
Hmm.
Apartments look weird to me out there. The fact that there's no
Hmm.
fucking parking. Like, how you live in an apartment but ain't got no parking lot or parking
Man,
structure or
some nights
fences
you
and
gotta move your
gates.
car and stuff because they sweeping the streets. It's a lot going on out there.
What the fuck is the street like? Street sweepers is on the road for us, not on your street. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I was overwhelmed. They're fucking like, again, Houston. Mountains throw me off. So anytime I travel like past Houston, like San Antonio has some, but they have hills. But
Hmm.
I got to like drive up a mountain
Hmm.
at night. And apparently, because other people are used to it, they don't put fucking streetlights on the fucking mountain
They
at
be
night. It
whipping
was
around them
Christmas.
dams.
I was like, I literally pulled over to the side. I was like, I'm so sorry. You got to drive up this hill. I'm not doing this.
Right.
We left Target. Y'all don't do. Grocery bags. You have to have a
Oh yeah, you
tote.
gotta pay for those. Wait.
That, well, they're enforced totes. You do, not all places let you buy the bag.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
That's too much for me. That's not.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Maybe I was like, maybe the South is behind on times, because at this point, is it a bad thing? Because when I go to the grocery store and I'm buying meat and stuff, I who got 30 tote bags? That might
That's
also be
true.
my issue. I might be just buying a lot of food because I'm Southern as fuck. But
I mean,
still,
we've been trying. We always like we have some that my wife got or whatever
people be
that
like, keep it in the
we
car. It's
usually
not going back in the car.
it be in the car and never come out the car. We go into the store, we go into Sam's Club, and it was like getting
Ooh.
groceries and stuff.
Oh, no, no. That's on you,
And
because Sam's Club, you don't even get it back from Sam's. So, yeah, you better bring your own box.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. I'm putting it in the trunk. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot these bags.
That's the worst, is when you get back to the car, you just looking like,
It's like, hey,
Sam's be embarrassing
hey,
me when I come out with them boxes, them little fake boxes, like, got groceries and an apple orchid box. And I'm like, that's,
right, exactly.
thank you. Or I'm just trying to go out with my stuff, and they're like, you in a box? Yeah, me the fuck. Bitch, I'm trying to get out of here.
Right.
Okay.
All your fruit and stuff out. Right.
Rolling
It's the
around.
life we live. Yeah. It's the life we live, man.
What is it? Oh, that damn, the heads of lettuce. I'd be like, it's not in a bag. I'm like, just, why is everything raw?
Oh yeah.
The only thing you can
Yeah,
get bagged
man.
is flowers, I found out.
Yeah, I ain't never even got none of them.
It's a good price. A
Shame
good,
on me.
it's a good price. You ever
Maybe
want to
some
get you some flowers?
maybe tomorrow's the day.
You
Maybe
should.
tomorrow's the day.
And
You know
then
what I'm
if you
saying?
go before 5, there's a late or a person working there, and they can do your little arrangement, and they can put it in a vase, and they can fill it up with things, or they can decorate the vase.
Oh, they can
Yeah.
get fancy with it.
Oh yeah. When I
Okay.
was when I was a Sunday school teacher, I was out here. My class was cute.
What? You taught Sunday school?
I did. I did. This is.
That's why you was preaching so good the other day when I was in your stream for your friends what was it, a GoFundMe, I think?
Oh yeah, Allie. Allie. That's my
Yeah.
baby. She getting surgery. You gotta make
My wife
sure.
was like, what you
What you
listening
watching?
to?
So that Okay, another flash from a lot of the channel point redemptions are just things that used to happen at the coffee shop, and that's the only
Mhm.
time you're gonna get me to bring it back. We used to have shout out to Sibo because Sibo does this on her channel. It's like a praise and worship day because
Mhm.
I'm not overtly religious, and I know that not everybody's comfortable. And I realized in the biggest mistake I would say of my old like beginning streamer days was I did not have boundaries and I did not understand parasocial. So I was a little too
Mhm.
open, too vulnerable, too free, and a lot of trauma bonding developed, which is funny because now like as I've been here for like fucking 5, 6 years or however many, I'm like, hey, let's learn, let's learn to do this the healthy way now.
Right.
But we had a wasn't Sunday because I would teach, so it'd be either like Monday, Thursday. It'd be a random day, and then we would either watch a sermon, we would talk, we would. There's a lot of
Mhm.
preacher kids in my community. I found out I attract
Mhm.
one thing about me. I'm gonna attract a preacher kid to my chat.
I was convinced you was a preacher kid.
I am not. I just I was raised Catholic.
Oh, okay.
I went to a Baptist church for like 2, 3 years. Like
Mhm.
a couple years after Katrina happened, even though I was not in Katrina, but I had a lot of family. And so I went to church with them and then I got trained to be a intercessory prayer leader.
Mhm.
And then I learned how to pray for people. And I realized you
Mhm.
and then now as I'm an adult, I've gotten more into like the spiritual side of life because I'm like, oh, it just feel a little something extra. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I can build on this and then add this because it's too many coincisions.
Right. Exactly.
And then I
Exactly.
also yeah, and then for me, I one of the biggest things about me, and I always say is my relationship with God comes through the people that He put in my life, and the people that are no longer here. They're definitely angels up there, and they don't play about me. So I always laugh about the prayer stuff, like when we have those little moments and things. That's purely my grandparents because they didn't do church, but you were going to hear and you were going to get prayed on in a good way
Uh huh.
because you can't let everybody pray for you. You need somebody who
Right.
actually give a fuck about you. And if I can't talk about you that highly like I did my phone girl, then I don't need to pray for you. You need to. I'll get you.
Right.
I will pass you on, double and pass it to the next person. I'm gonna put somebody in your life that can talk good life into
Now
you
you want to double it and give it to the next person.
because I want you to give. I try my hardest not to have I want to say hate, but
Mhm.
malice. I think
Yeah.
malice is the most poisonous thing that can happen in work. Being on this platform, sometimes those feelings develop even if you're not aware. Whether
Mhm.
it could be jealousy or it could be something like I always laugh about this because people I've had people be like, oh, you don't like anybody, I heard you have beef with such and such, and I'm like, most times if I dislike you or we have beef or whatever you want to say, I've already tried to communicate with you about it.
Mhm.
I'm a very big I'm a very big DM slider. Y'all think me bad? You think I'm bad with them kudo boards? Bitch, I will message a motherfucker I ain't never talked to
Right.
without. So I was in your chat the other day, and you had a comment about baristas that stream, and I
Right.
couldn't help but notice that that was 4 minutes into me being into your stream, and I'm the only caffeinated name, and everybody else works at Walmart. So what's up?
Mhm.
Because I just want clear understanding. If it was just a funny little jokey joke. I'm
Right.
also a little on the spectrum, so I like to ask because I would hate to assume.
Right.
Because baby, when I dislike you, you gonna know it.
Yeah. If it's on site, just let me know now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, you
So
would
I
know.
feel
Cause
you.
I'd been like, look
I feel
here, no ID. She is. I would have gave you a whole
you.
government name. Like nah.
I'm weak.
No, but it's like most times if I have actual, not even negative feelings, because there's people who I used to fuck with heavy, and whether I like to say like Twitch says it's off-site actions because how you act off stream affects how that affects this dynamic because
Mhm.
you can portray whatever you want on a camera because
Mhm.
you know the camera's on. What are you doing when the
Right.
cameras ain't watching? What are you doing when you in the what are you doing in them discords? What are you doing in them text
Mhm.
messages? When you go to these cons, how are you behaving? When
Right.
you are meeting up with people, because that is my I I'm very protective. I think everybody and their mama know that.
Mhm.
Hurting somebody that I know genuinely didn't do shit, especially the innocent. Oh my god,
Mhm.
y'all. as I always say, you can say whatever you want about Millie Jean, but you can't with melanin and espresso's ass. I promise you.
Right.
I'm a hood bitch. Don't let the cuteness fool you.
I'm weak.
I fight.
Yeah,
Try Jesus. But yeah,
I'm weak.
you mentioned you went to college and you got a degree
You're,
in shit.
you're,
Talk to me about what it's like to be an educated black man in America,
uh,
or what you went to
depends on
school for.
it depends on what day you ask me. You know, some days it feels like an accomplishment. Other days it feels like I got scammed. But you know, it does feel good. Um,
It's the scam,
both
not
my
the aggressive scam.
parents, yeah, a big scam, and they fooled me twice.
Damn, that's how
But
they get you.
like my parents, they graduated high school, went to the military. So
Damn.
like
Oh,
I
so
was
you're
the
a military
first.
kid.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, they was out by the time I was out, but
Uh,
yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah,
That's a
you know what I'm
bar.
saying. You know, it's my bad.
Oh,
But
so you killed that though. You killed that.
um, so yeah, I was the first one to go to college, so that was
Ah,
cool. Yeah, that was cool, but it was also a steep learning curve. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, and then I went and then I start kind of feeling like I don't know. At the time of my life, I felt like I should go back to school. You know what I'm saying? Like I have little brothers, they graduated college. So maybe I should like how do I influence them to keep trying to grow?
that makes
How do
sense.
I
How do I do
improve
better so
my
they can do better?
standard? Yeah, how do I improve my standard of living? How do I put myself in a position where I can, you know, provide for this family that I'm trying to start and all this kind of stuff. So then I
Yeah,
went back to school, which was that was cool. So I got my master's, but
must be nice.
it was nice, but then like stuff happens and it's like now I'm not using my master's. So it's like,
Understandable.
dang, like, so I've been going back and forth on like trying to get back into that field and,
Are you
you know,
passionate about the
doing,
field? I mean,
am I
yes, because you have
passionate
the
about the
masters, but you
field?
know what I'm saying? Like some people, to me, get the degree because of like the pay, the this and that, what the outcome can be, versus I can do this shit until I fucking die and I'll be happy.
Yeah, yeah. And it was definitely more so the former
Makes sense.
because at the time I had a job, I was teaching at the time, but I wasn't happy.
Teaching is
Like I
hard.
wasn't, I wasn't enjoying it anymore.
That makes well,
At
what
first,
grade
I
were you
was like,
teaching?
I was teaching third.
Oh,
Yeah. So it
I
was
love that
cool, but
age.
it, man,
That was my Sunday
it kind
school.
of
I was
wore
third,
on me.
second to fourth. That was
Okay,
I love them kids.
yeah,
Once you
I
got to
call
high school
third
though, get the
grade.
fuck out of my face.
Yeah, I call third grade the middle school of elementary.
Mm.
So it's like, in a sense, they are the best kids, but they kind of the worst kids too.
They start feeling themselves.
Yeah. And then like
Mm-hmm.
they starting to like
Uh-huh.
become something,
And
create a
that's a beautiful
hierarchy or
thing to
whatever.
see. But that the mouse.
Yeah, they so
Yeah, I understand.
but I was like, if I'm going, I just started thinking. And this is around the same time I was doing that security thing like overnight too.
Mm-hmm.
So I would work, I would teach. So I was teaching, then I would do after school work and like essentially it was like babysitting.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a two-part job. And then I would do nights like on the weekends or whatever doing the security. And I was just like, man, if I'm going to be doing something I don't love, I need to, I might as well just do something I don't love and make as much money as possible.
That makes
That
sense.
was kind of like my mindset. So I found something that I was interested enough in
Mm-hmm.
and went after it.
Okay.
But and it was cool. It was cool. I had things were really good
Things were up.
until they weren't. And so now it's kind of like I'm in a spot where it's like basically reassessing, like reevaluating, like just trying to figure out what the hell am I doing? And like what do I want to do?
Okay.
And how do I want to move forward? Because now I got little cheering. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what?
You got shit to
Who do
lose.
I want them? Who do I want their dad to be?
That's beautiful.
What do I want? What habits? What interests do I want them to have? Excuse
No worries.
me. Because, like, as much as people deny it, we are our parents. Like, a lot of people, a lot of people, like even career wise, and
Mm-hmm.
just like lifestyle wise, you do what you've seen. Essentially, you gravitate to
What you
what
know.
you're familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
So if your father is like a construction, like he owns a construction business, it's highly likely
You do something with your
you're
hands
going to
and
be something in that realm because you've been around it, you're familiar with it, you know how it works because your dad does it. Your
mm-hmm.
dad knows how to teach you how to do it because he did it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just
Mm-hmm.
like it's more accessible. I feel like it's more like
I see where you're going.
digestible. So
It wouldn't be something hard
when
to adjust to.
exactly because you
Palpable.
have there you go. Okay, SAT number two. Okay, so yeah, like you basically have a blueprint, so you know how to do it, so you can just do it.
That
Whereas
makes
like
sense.
I feel like I have a I have a lot of ideas, a lot of different stuff that I'm like dabbling in, but I don't know.
I understand.
I'm
I feel like the
battling.
30s, well, because I'm in my 30s, I feel like
Mhm,
it's been reassessing,
mhm,
but it also feels weird because it's like I'm hella confident in what I do because I've done it so long. Like, me over here trying to think, how what year was I 15? I don't know. Let's just say I started working in like 2010.
mhm.
I started at Starbucks 2013.
Mm.
I
And
still brew
and
coffee to this day. Ain't that
wow.
fucking much shit you can tell me about a coffee bean brewing brewing it, dipping it, skipping it, flipping it, burning it, cooking it, whatever you got to do. If I was a dope, like I would be out here selling that good shit at this point. Like I know what I'm talking about, but also
Mhm,
I'm aware. Like, okay, you have all this knowledge. You would be considered an expert in any other field. You would get
mhm,
paid to be an expert in any other field.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? Like mentally, you know that what you know is not purely the beans and the this is the experience. You
mhm,
can sell. I was like, you know how to deal with customers. You know as many crazy things that you've seen in all your years in different locations and shit. This, what are we gonna do that makes this a career that's not just purely on people's approval of coffee and the company you work for?
That's what I was about to ask you. So, like, with that, do you feel pressure to kind of do your own thing, like whether it's start a business or
Originally, I
like
had the goals of having a
something?
coffee shop, and I wanted my own coffee shop, but I always know that I will be in competition with my highest competitors, which would be the people who train me.
Mhm,
Starbucks, well, I didn't work at Dunkin'. I would never. Dunkin' Donuts, like you know what I'm saying. The people are always gonna go with what they know. Tim Hortons, they're always gonna go with what they know. Why would they
mhm,
choose me? And of course, it's like, oh, black owned businesses, this and this and that and that. But at the same time, it's like they would have to give me a chance. And I know that if I get them in that door, they're gonna stay. But it's the
right.
fact that I have to get over that initial hump of what makes me special.
Mhm,
So then I remember at one point there was a joke, like in the pre days of being in that coffee shop. Just when I say that coffee shop was just purely talking to chat for 8 hours or however long I was at work, we had an inside joke of we had somebody who was in the community was making a video game, and he was
mhm,
like, I'm gonna do an internet cafe, but you're the cafe, and then we'll have She's Gotta Have It came out, and I was obsessed with that show at one point. And I was like,
mhm,
we're gonna have somebody who does like a bike rack, and then we're gonna have somebody who like bike rentals, and then Daryl will be over there teaching his pimp, not pimp, what was it? He was gonna teach people how to do something. Oh, be a gentleman color of the night. A male
What?
escort. I don't know. I don't ask questions, okay? But it was like everybody, we were gonna make it something to be seen, right? I
Right.
know that if I was like, I'm aware that it could be something great, but the dream didn't die when I talked to somebody who was a black owned business that did it. It just made me go like, okay, it is a tangible idea,
Mhm.
but is it something that 10 years from now I'm still gonna be interested in? because I have a
Mm-hmm.
really bad problem with hyperfixations. Like I'll be like, this is me now. 8 months later, I couldn't even tell you what the fuck I was doing 8 months ago. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Now, when I
Yeah.
was doing it, I was the best at that bitch. But now it's just
That's.
like, which I wanted to be a teacher. Like, I originally went to school to be an elementary school teacher
Mm-hmm.
until I got to the section where you start talking about like child psychology.
Mm-hmm.
That broke me because it made me realize like, oh, that's why I do what I do. Like that's where that inside voice comes from. That's what this is. Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
oh, this is a trauma response. Oh, you telling me all, and then it was like, so you telling me all my teachers knew something was fucking wrong with me, but they ain't say shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I had to deconstruct a lot about myself, and I was like, I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't be able to be a teacher right now. So then I was like, oh, I'll go and I'll be a therapist for the kids. Then to start taking psychology class, I was like, mm-mm. Then I
Mm-hmm.
just stopped. Then when I came back, I
Okay.
think I went to go for philosophy. So it's like I
Mm-hmm.
like the way people think. Like your idea of where our parents. I made a face because I ain't my mama. I'm not my mama, but I will say my mom is. I'm the opposite of my mother, so I see what you're
Mm-hmm.
saying. I'm in correlation to it because my mom
Right.
would
Right. Right. Right.
never make it in customer service. She says it all the
Mm-hmm.
time. She could not do it in food. She could not do it in customer service. She used to be. My mom's the kind of person. She was really good at like bill collecting.
Mm-hmm.
I worked as a person at the college that calls to try and get funds.
Mm-hmm.
Was not that girl. Could
No.
get a motherfucker to call back and give us money later. I was the best at making the connection. I could get us in the dough. I can keep that bitch on the
Mm-hmm.
phone. Could not ask for money. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I need your money for sorry. Whole ass needed scholarships to stay in school. Could not for the life of me be like, you could pay for my tuition. Fuck these other people.
Right. Exactly.
Couldn't do it. But person in the back, is that a baby? Oh my god. Let me tell me about your baby. Okay, Noah. Oh my god. I was like, I was like, I hear that coffee. They colicky. Have you tried that new this? Like, I'm over here talking to you about everything in the
Dang, not
background.
your no colicky. That's crazy.
Oh, baby, I done raised some kids. Okay, I didn't. My brother got
That's
4 kids.
crazy. I just learned that word.
Yeah, shit, trust me. That I'll be sitting up there. Sound like I'm an auntie. I've been an auntie since I was 8. I ain't never really got a chance to be regular. Okay, y'all think that
Mm-hmm.
big mama montage shit? Y'all think that's just a joke? I
Big
have been raising
mama.
kids since 8,
That's
and against
crazy.
my will, but still.
Siblings?
My brother's 13 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
So he already thinks he's my father and we don't get along. So all his kids love me and one looks exactly like me and I love it. I'll be like, you say your kids look like the person you hate the most, baby.
That is funny,
That's
man.
my little dark skin twin. But my grandma,
Mm,
she was the gift of gab. She was the life of the party. She was the like most of what y'all would see me, I guess what I feel like people perceive me as is all attributed to her because she's my personality. I was born on her birthday. Like I'm her. I'm her.
mm-hmm.
her, her. But my grandpa is my like that hustle mentality is him because he worked till he couldn't. Like that man
Right.
was 68 running and racing the kids in the street, like
Oh my goodness.
mountain bike racing. He would get up at 3 o'clock every morning or 4 o'clock in the morning. You don't know where that man going. That man might be in Louisiana by the time you get up at 6 or 8. Don't ask him no fucking
Dang.
questions. He might be fishing. But those are the things that like that's me.
Uh-huh.
But they're also the ones that I took more to than my mama because I'm not about to be no bill collector.
Mm-hmm.
Or like her, like right now she's in the medical field. I couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I almost did the medical assistant thing, and part of the training is you have to learn how to give like a child shots or to take blood
You
from
have
a
to do
kid.
what?
Like
Oh no, yeah, no.
yeah, and at that time that's when you had to like slice a little foot at the. I couldn't. I said, oh no. And then they give you a
Oh,
little doll to do it too. I was crying. I was like, I'm glad y'all let me sit in on this class. I will not be doing
just
this.
that I will not be back.
I was like, I can't just do adults. I was like, I might be able to stomach adults. Mm-mm. They
Mm-hmm.
said, no, you have to do the kids portion. I said, and then at the time I was shadowing at a an ear, nose, and throat doctor, but a pediatric.
Mm-hmm.
I was like kids with cleft palates, and I was like, I can't. Let me just watch this movie with these kids. I'm gonna just make sure they have fun before they go to surgery. I don't know.
Yeah, it's certain people built for certain stuff.
Yeah, I ain't got it. I ain't got that dog in me.
Like yeah, it's a lot of stuff I couldn't do. Like what is mortician? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
People that take care of the dead people.
Oh, mortician,
They do like yeah, they do that in see,
mortician, the mortician. Oh my god. Sorry,
yeah, is she a mortician? I wonder if they were playing with that
that'd be cute though.
because I was trying to say mortician, but I kept seeing
Mortician.
Morticia, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, that's not right. So then that made me think mortician was wrong. So then I just struggled for 5 minutes. But
You know how long it took me to realize it was just a word that had MTC in it? Miss
the
Tiffany
what?
Chanel. Her name's Miss Tiffany Chanel, and it was just a word that had MTC. Now they might have had a whole conversation, right?
What?
They may have had a. It might have been an inside joke from a stream. Kohlberg is really good for Easter eggs that we would never really catch, or if you're in the community, you'll know. Like the selling coochie thing was so funny because that was just something I played in the back. That would just be like how I have some songs I just loop because it's stuck in my head. That
Mm,
song used to play for at least a solid 2 hours of stream. So when I finally put
mm.
it on mouth, that's why the people who knew me were like, Mel. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm
It's
tired of hearing
funny.
we don't funk no more. I'm sorry. Shit.
Gotcha.
We gonna play what I like. Cause Cobra
That
like
is
we don't fuck.
funny.
I It's the fact that I literally was like, oh, that's a cute song. I'm gonna just do this for one entrance. One in one.
That was it. Yeah.
Colbert would literally be like, put my song on there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Dang, I wonder if that was intentional or
Probably. But I remember one time I don't know if it was the draft. Something happened, and when he spelled it, he had the MTC do an effect, and I was like, Miss Tiffany
mm,
Chanel. I said, ain't that about a goddamn bitch?
dang, that's dope. That's
But
dope.
I will say that's
That's
one of
dope.
my the things that I do admire about his brain. Like he similar to like how he talks to people. It's very I'm the way you lurk and you'll say
Mhm,
things in conversation. He lets you know he's there and he's active even if he's not
mhm.
saying things by having those little Easter eggs. Because most people wouldn't catch those things until they're watching Mouth or they're around stream or they'll hear somebody else say it and they'll be like, how do you know that? Oh, it was on
Right,
Mouth.
right, right,
I think
right.
that's dope.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
dope.
for sure, for sure, for sure.
Okay.
That reminds me too. Another thing I'm learning about the etiquette thing is I don't always have to say bye, but I always feel obligated
You
to say
kill me when you be
bye.
like, I'll be here until my phone dies. I'll be like, oh my God.
Yeah, because it's like if you ask
I
me
respect
something
it.
or I'm not there no more,
It's
I want you to
fine.
know like
We
what
appreciate you.
happened. I don't, it's this is very weird, but it's like if we were on the phone,
And the phone just died.
I wouldn't just disappear. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
just put the phone down and walk away and then never come, like not say anything to you.
No, I
So it's
understand.
kind of like I know you're not here for me or talking solely to me,
I didn't go live just for
but
you.
right, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But it's like I still be feeling like, let me at least say, I don't want to be rude. Let me at least say bye. Like, you know what I mean? But
I get it. I used to have somebody who
I'm
would
learning.
lurk, and so when they would unlurk, they had an emote. Like it would we I understood that the emote was I'm
Mm,
walking away, I'm coming back, I'm here. Like I've come to terms. I am one of the dopest in the community background noise streamer. You're not
mm,
watching. You're not physically watching the stream. You're listening. You're doing something. Somebody told me I'm really good for like when they're doing their hair and they got a detangle appreciate it.
mm.
Or one person, she was like, when I'm watching my kids, and this, I put you in. She's like, I put you in the earpod because I do not want my kids saying nothing you say. And I'm like, I
That or scam fish.
that ain't got nothing to do. I was like, but like Scamfish, I put on Scamfish because there are times where y'all think y'all need to zone out. I want to zone out.
Hmm.
I love the fact that I get so much shit done while we're watching Scamfish because it's my first time watching it, so I really can't answer much except Jody. I can tell you all about Jody's episode, but
Mm,
like most of the time it's not just for you, and I think that's why my streaming kind of audience we work because it's you're a lurker, I'm a lurker, I can talk without you. You ain't gotta talk to me. I'm gonna talk to myself. Now, do I want you to talk? Yes. But
Right.
am I okay with just talk? Like I had to learn to cut my streams because my job is talking. You're coming home to do something that I'm not a streamer for the funds. I'm doing it for the fun.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe what? Tell you about that water bowl. Now she walked away. The way she walked back, like my bad. You did say that. It's becoming like a. I think I'm getting more okay with being known
Mm-hmm.
on Twitch, which was never supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only because I'm getting close to 1K and I'm realizing I'm getting close to 1K.
You famous, basically.
I don't, and that's why I'm mad because I talk so much shit about all my people who had over 1K. Like I would literally be like, "You need to unfollow me." I was like, "That host, like Radiant host, sounds like, stop hosting me." I went to your
Mm-hmm.
channel and I saw myself. Take that shit. I don't want your people over here. Or I would be on somebody's like, I would do like a co stream with somebody, and then the next thing I know, I got like extra.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, we doing
Go on
gangster
about your
shit.
business. It's a small
Yay!
family. It's a small family situation over here.
I like knowing. I was like, that's my biggest thing is I love the fact that I know who's in my chat, and most times it's a even we. I don't want people to feel like they can't come over. You can. It's just there's certain times where I can look at my chat and like if it's 8 people I don't know, it's no long. I used to have the fear of like who sent you, like the fuck
No.
about to happen, to where it's now like I wonder what made you come over here. Not in a bad way, but just like am I on the front page right now, or like did I say
Right.
something? Did is am
Right.
I about to
Right.
get raided? Because that's also
Right.
happened of like I think one of my the biggest raid I've gotten was somebody saw me on the Black Brilliance thing, and she was like, I've never seen somebody do music on Twitch before, and she just popped over, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
it was a beautiful moment, but it scared the shit out of me because I'm just like. Also, I learned thanks to I will say, plus Gmod taught me this. Go see what the people was talking about you. Go hear. You might be hearing some flowers that you didn't know you was getting before you got.
Before they raided you.
Some people have said some nice things. Now some people have said some fucked up shit. But like most times, it's really nice to see when people see you. What do they see when they see? Like what are they looking at? What brought them
Mm,
over? What was the extra nudge? Because I'm the kind of
yeah.
person I will sit in somebody's stream. Y'all be watching Scamfish and I'm listening to somebody's stream trying to see what they on. Because I done rated out some
Mm-hmm.
bad places on accident.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody chill while I'm listening for the 30 seconds. Next thing you know, what the fuck, mother? I was like, ooh, it is 2 in the morning. I was trying to let my people sleep in here. My bad.
Right.
I will take my 8 and we will go.
Nah. Yeah, see,
I don't
that's
think
the kind of stuff
streaming
that I
etiquette's bad
like to
though.
think about too. Say it again.
Your streaming etiquette isn't bad. Well, from what I see,
Oh, I was about to say, yeah, just,
it's a,
I'm
but when
glad
I
that you
meeting
feel this
you
way.
and
Hmm.
knowing you to a degree, knowing as much as I know,
Right.
I am aware that you haven't been on a platform for the last 5 years.
Hmm.
But it's not a slug in any way. It's just because so many big things happened to where it was like it shaped a lot of people. Like if like I'm streaming and a hate raid happens, there's automatic things that's gonna happen, right? But if I
Uh,
was in your chat and you got hate rated, I have no clue if you know what to do. I would go into automatic mod mode. You know what I'm saying? But like,
mm,
I don't want to jinx that. I don't
I,
want to jinx that for you. But
but
I'm just
that's a
saying,
good
like,
point because I don't know what I would do.
but that's my thing. Is like
Oh.
the
Mhm.
people the tenured streamers, right? In our mind, that's just something that's in there because it's either experienced it. I've been in people's chats who's getting hate rated and either modded or maybe that person I got hate rated while I was offline once, which was
What?
yeah.
How can you raid somebody offline?
Well, you can. That is actually a thing. I do it all the time to one of my mods because he doesn't stream anymore, and we've been trying to force him to come back, and he won't, which I respect.
Uh,
But I ain't seen a stream in like 2 3 years. Bring that ass back. I used to get one a year, at least
um,
one, at least a 15-minute type it in the chat moment. It was cute. Bring
hmm.
back the Skyrim streams, Durag, wherever you are, baby. Come back. I miss you. But
That name's familiar too. I've seen that name. I feel
yeah,
like I know who you're talking about,
Durag
but I
AI,
haven't.
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen him
You will
per
never
se.
see him. That's the beauty. You think you lurk. that man will DM me, message me, like, let's say I'll say something like, "Oh, I gotta remember whoop de whoop de whoop at 8 o'clock, 7:58. Don't forget to take that chicken out, like you said." Were you even there? Like, were you there? Like,
Right.
that's in building your community, because that's really what you're doing. Is you're just building, like, Mouth does so much. I wish Colbert charged for half the shit that happens through Mouth. Mouth is the
Mm-hmm.
most super powered network that it's not a cult though. I used to say it was a cult. That was my joke, but it's not. It's a I didn't watch Freaks and Geeks, but I would compare it to Freaks and Geeks.
Mm-hmm. I didn't watch it either, but I've heard of it.
It's a cult classic. It's not a cult. It's a
Mm-hmm.
cult classic. Like, it's a very niche community of creatives who are, I would like to say like this, they're part-time creatives.
Mm-hmm.
All of us have something going on. We all have life stories, and this is us playing in the sandbox with our friends. Like, this is us hanging
Mm-hmm.
out. This is the time I take my wig off and I get to just have, I wouldn't say I have issues at work, but there's issues at work that sometimes persist that I wish that I could go to HR and be able to talk to an HR person who could body slam the problem for me. Whereas now
Right.
I can be the HR person that's body slamming the problem for others. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Like, to
Right.
me, that's a dope thing to think about and to be.
Mm-hmm.
Cool thing is you meet people who are like minded, or you see their, you get to see their creative brain, which some people are learning to bring it to their stream. Like, when you're doing like gear streams, it's so cool to see your deep dive of gear. Like, I think everybody's unique. Everybody has unique taste on gear. My gear don't look like Cam's. You don't. Cam's don't look like yours. Karma's
Right.
whole the LWO don't even look alike. Like,
Right. Right.
everybody's
Right. Right.
unique and it has their own style. The Phantoms, everybody's unique, and it's fun to see the mouth side of your creativeness. And then when you're like
Mm-hmm.
streaming your regular gameplay, or even the mouthies, like, those are just times where it's kind of like you get to see yourself step out of character
Mm-hmm.
and still see what part of No ID is you. Well, what part of Miho is you.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? My
Yeah.
dog
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
tearing
Yeah.
me up on the side. Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am. I'm recording. Mm-hmm.
She
Thank
said
you.
it's time. I need that snack.
She has one. That's what I came in right before the stream. That's why I was like, "What do you want? You don't even like me like this. You literally are asleep at this time. I don't know what you. I'll see you tomorrow. Move. Anyway,
I'm weak.
because she's just gonna do that. She just wants to chew my hand.
Mm.
That's it. It's like a
Not
child.
not get pet, but chew on you.
That's why I was petting her this whole time, and then all of a sudden I just felt her teeth go.
Cause she said, "Don't stop. Keep going. Don't
Mm.
stop.
But yeah,
You locked in."
tight like a booty hole. We
Ain't
go together.
ain't no
I was
switching up.
I told her I was like, we gotta go to real bad. I already know. I would never fake up on you, girl. What
Oh,
would you say, like? Cause I asked Blue this. What would you say? Does your degree help you in the streaming space in any way?
um,
Or you can do with the resume answer of finding a way to make it make it make sense.
my undergrad probably. My master's probably not.
What's your undergrad?
My undergrad was English and professional communication, so it was
Oh,
like
he speak real articulately well.
in the I can, yes, but I wouldn't I wouldn't say that. I'm a better, I guess, writer than a talker.
Storyteller. Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand that.
Um so but when I was doing that, I learned all of the InDesign, oh well, all of the Adobes, well not all of them,
I
but
miss
like
Adobe.
InDesign, Illustrator, Premiere,
Mm-hmm.
uh Photoshop, like so absolutely that. Um
Your editing be on
yeah,
point.
that's about it. I appreciate that. I feel like
There's always room for improvement, but you
yeah,
do
yeah,
really well to where it's like, for the consistency that you do, and for you to be able to, what's it called, not be punctual but be in a timely manner.
yeah. Mhm.
The turnaround time, that's the
Turn
word.
around.
I
Okay,
was like,
okay,
I know what the content creators be saying. Turnaround time.
okay.
The turnaround time is really good for the quality that you do.
Appreciate it.
Whereas somebody like me, I do Canva and be like, y'all gonna get this Canva. Y'all gonna get what I put on the screen, as Blue say.
Right.
I'm gonna slap this shit in Canva, and you might see a piece of the green screen. You might see a little glitchy witchy. Guess what? I ain't want to open DaVinci Resolve, and if you want it to be done right, you should have told me 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes that small stuff does irk me more than it probably should. To the point where I'll go back, like I'll finish a video,
Mm-hmm.
and like sometimes I'll make a video, I'll send it to my wife, see like how you feel about this. You know what I'm saying? Like what, where you know, and if she laughs, I know y'all gonna laugh because she don't really know what's going on. Like she don't even get all of the references.
I don't blame
So
you.
like,
I get
um,
it. That's how Kage
yeah,
was. She would be like, "Why?" He's like, "So why did y'all kick somebody out of a group? He bullied a child. There's a child in the mouth," and I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, and the worst part is, it's not even the CEO's son. It's the dude that looked like the CEO. So I feel like he thought it was a CEO, but it wasn't the CEO. Like it was a whole joke. And then one day he watched him off and he goes, "It's Kohlberg's son. It's Kohlberg's son. You can't
I
bully the
am weak.
streamer's son on." It was
I
it.
am weak. Yeah, so that's kind of how that process goes. But yeah, heavy on the Adobe. I learned Adobe from my undergrad.
I learned Adobe. Well, I had access to Adobe like in high school. I had
Mm-hmm.
took webmastering
Mm-hmm.
and I fell in love with Adobe before you had to pay for a subscription.
Things ain't cheap neither.
It is not. Every time I think about it, I'm like, something that probably would make you happy is doing, and then I'm like, I'm not paying. I'm not
Yeah,
doing that. I was like,
yeah.
what subscription service did I have at one point? I had it was one of the drawing ones. It's a Clip Studio. I had one, and I just remember every time the thing would come around the yearly, I'd be like, "You're not using it enough to be paying this much." Like,
Right. Yeah, yeah.
if Canva, I know Canva's smart. I will say one of the best marketing things they do is telling you the percentage of usage that you are like, oh, out of the people in the world, you're this. I have been at the top 5% for most of the categories I use.
Oh, you be in there like that?
Yeah. I think this is the first year where I might not be in the top 5% because
Mm-hmm.
again, hustler mentality. I used to make overlays. So I do have a Kofi store where I would make overlays. I would do channel things like anything that, like pretty much a beginner starter pack, because I used to think that
Mm-hmm.
it's, so many people think that the hardest part about streaming is having all the right setup, and it's not. Like,
Yeah.
you give me $5 and I will make it custom to you. Like, what do you like? I had
Right.
somebody, they wanted a MySpace thing. That was kind of cool. But like,
Dang, MySpace.
set it up, give it to you, show you how to set it up, and then that's go. Like, the hardest part is dealing with the zero and then seeing the number change from zero to whatever. And then maybe it
Yeah.
possibly goes back to zero. Whole last time,
Yeah.
you might have 40 people in the chat. You would never know.
Yeah.
Or for me, the first 2 months, if you thinking that you having viewers and really it's bots.
Mm-hmm.
And then you thinking, you're like, oh, what's up, feet? What's up? Well, feet is the actual person I found out.
What's up, feet?
There, okay, so
That's hilarious.
that's a horrible inside joke. There's a streamer named Feet.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. I would always see them in my chat. I thought they were
Mm-hmm.
a bot because there were other bots.
Um,
So I banned Feet because I was just banning bots. And then one day I was in, I think, Daryl's stream. I was in somebody's stream that I modded for it, and we raided into Feet. And
the same feet.
I said, is it Fifi or like feet with an E? Like, maybe I was like,
Uh,
I got numbers dyslexia. I ain't got word dyslexia. Like, I'm looking, I'm like, it's a person. And then I remember Daryl being like, yeah, they play this and this. And I'm like, so then I had to go to like all these places that I mod for and unban them. And then I wrote them a little
oh, you banned
message.
them from multiple, not
Oh, baby,
just
I'm
your
a
place.
god mod. Fuck you talking about? Like,
Oh my
I go everywhere
god!
with it. Like, with a quick, and then God forbid you did something. Oh, I'm going to make a message.
Right.
You're going to hear, that's all you're going to. And like,
Oh,
and
we
this
got to hear your
situation
key.
occurred. I was, and this situation occurred on this day, and whoop de whoop de whoop. Here's a screenshot, and this is how I will be
Dang.
moving forward. You can do whatever you want, but just know that if I'm streaming, I was like, if you're streaming, I may not see them because they are banned on my side, and blah.
Right. Dang.
Oh baby, I take safety so serious because I've seen people. I don't believe in doxing. I
Mhm.
think doxing is the equivalent of putting a hex on somebody. You gotta be careful because it can always come back to you.
Right.
But that's just me and my big brain.
Mhm.
I be thinking miles down the road, and we ain't even getting a
Yeah.
car yet. I realize that.
Hey, you gotta
Smart,
know where you're going to get there.
smart as fuck boy, but I also realize sometimes it's preemptive. Sometimes we ain't even going to the store no more. We didn't lay down and went to sleep. I'm
Hey,
still down the street at the store waiting for you to come pick me
hey, what they say? Better safe than sorry.
up.
So,
Okay, let me see. Would you like your flowers now?
oh, I
You can wait to
didn't you
the
give
end.
it
I
to me?
mean,
I thought
I
you
did
gave them
not.
to me already.
I did not. I did not even, and we didn't even tickle the nipple.
You spoke
Sorry, that's
you spoke so highly
I
about
don't
the
speak
store.
highly
I
about
thought
everybody. The fuck you talking about? That oh
I'm
baby,
just
that wasn't
saying,
even
like
it. That wasn't even it. That was on soft. You might there's this thing, because you're new here. Welcome to Mel. The real Mel and Expressos. I had this thing called it used to be my little catchphrase is love me on horde because I was a really during hmm, the big zoom out because I don't know I've told you about this, but like the big zoom out is this whole podcast is a dedication to my love that has passed on. I was
Mhm.
engaged. He passed. It was really, really dramatic, really, really traumatic. Whoop de whoop de whoop. There's like articles and news articles. There's a news article with me looking a mess, but you know it is what it is. I'm still cute as fuck on any other day.
I'm
But
sorry for your loss.
I appreciate you, my brother. But this podcast is literally dedicated to them because I had like I've always had depression. I've always had anxiety. I was one of those people who grew up with it, but you black, so you don't really. That's just part of it. Nigga. You
Yeah,
exist.
yeah,
Like it's a
you'll be all right. Yeah,
rub some
yeah,
dirt on that shit. Come on, walk it off.
yeah. Rubber tussing. Yeah,
We was not a
I'm
robot.
with you.
We were not a Robitussin family. We were Vicks.
Oh,
Rub some Vicks on it. You
wow.
smell you some
They
Vicks and
they
keep
not
them.
mutually exclusive. We definitely had all that.
I was about to say we no Robitussin was not in my house. It was firewater
Man.
and Vicks and mineral oil if your stomach hurt. Or my grandma's
Mm.
favorite fucking thing to say, gargle with some salt water.
Salt
Ooh.
water for sure. I never did the mineral oil.
Oh, that's like if you
Robitussin,
constipated.
man. And
You full of shit.
kids used to not like medicine, but
That
give me a cup full of that great Robitussin. Boy, you ain't gotta
I was
I'll
like, not even,
take it
what's that
down.
bubble gum? What's that fucking thing for you? Oh, what is it? It was
Oh,
that
hold on.
antibiotic. It was that fucking bubblegum flavor shit. Used to be in the fridge.
No, I ain't like
Oh,
that. I ain't like
baby.
that.
You can tell me that
Or the
wasn't a
Pepto
little refresh.
Bismol.
You can tell me that was not a little refreshing beverage. I hated that for myself when I grew up and I realized I was like, that shit was medicine. I was tearing that shit
Yeah,
up. Tearing that shit up
yeah.
like it was a little shot. I was like, ooh,
A cold
don't
hit
be
to
having
see me
fun.
coming.
Yo, ass
Cause hey,
turning
the
that
mama,
bottle up.
I don't feel good. Where that tussin at?
Not you turning the bottle
Um,
up. You said, let
pour me
me,
up, pour me up. Hey, shots on me. Everything on me tonight, man. You
nigga
want
got two,
one? You
I
want to?
got two bottles. What's
You're right. Yeah, exactly. You want to be preemptive? Go ahead, and pour you up,
it's the
man.
way. I would definitely as a kid, medicine me up. As an adult, you gotta chase my ass with medicine. I have to be
Really?
really sick. Like if I take medicine, that is me admitting defeat. I am
Yeah,
my
that's
grandfather's daughter. I do not play about bitch money on the table. Oh no.
right.
Nah, I
My
might the most I'll do is like some leave.
my wife the same way. I have to like enforce her to take medicine. She like, I don't feel good.
It
Did
would
you
have to
take
be
some?
something that if
No, I'm
I'm gonna
just
thug it
gonna lay
out.
down.
I'm gonna sleep it off. Baby,
Me,
sleep is amazing.
if I get one little, hey, what can
Yo,
I take for this? Like, hey, what can I take for this? I ain't worried about getting no addicted. I'm not.
he said, let's do it. Thug it. I ain't thugging
What
out
can I take
shit.
for this? Nah, not at all. What can I take for this? And how often can I take it?
I told my friend, I was like, I need to start taking care of myself. The way I want y'all to take care of yourself, I need to stoop to myself. But
Hey man,
I, it's something about I guess it's also I've seen people who've been on the other side of the medicine, like the people who are addicted. It just certain things I've seen. I was like, I can't do that to nobody. I was like, I could
Yeah.
not. And it's expensive. That means I'm not gonna have no money if I want to go buy ice
Yeah.
cream. If I want to go get me a shrimp boil, I can't just pay for it because I'm gonna be broke because I'm on drugs. The fuck?
I
If I
am
want
weak.
5 pounds of crawfish, garlic butter, extra hot, I can't just do that on a fucking Wednesday because I'm on drugs.
I am weak, man.
God no, I'm too
Dang.
food bougie for that. I
Not
can't
food.
Uber Eats just because I feel like it. I can't pay extra $20
Hey,
for
these
something
days
that's
Uber Eats might bring it to you too.
they
They might bring it with
they do this for the place that I like. But when you go there, it's $12 or $15, and then when you order on the app, it's 30. And though I did just say I'm big balling, I am not big balling like that because 30
you.
times
Right.
five is not what it would be at 12 times five.
Yeah.
And then I
I
tip.
am
I'm a
broke, but
tipper, so no, bitch.
I'm for sure frugal. I'm extremely
I'm keeping my
frugal.
money with me. You better be giving me a bomb ass experience. That's why I can't do strip clubs. We got strip club at home.
Yeah.
I grew up on BNT
Yeah.
Uncut. Ain't shit you doing in the club that I ain't seen.
Hey man. Pain.
Dun dun
You
dun.
taking you was taking me
Mm.
back, man.
You will. Thank you. That's what the show is. But okay. But yeah,
Mm.
I really had bad anxiety, and he was one of the first people. I had got a therapist thanks to him, and on top of that, he was one of the first people I could discuss my feelings with. I could say, hey, I'm having a very low day.
Mm.
I know we had plans, like, because I was, you come with the stigmas of what you've done in past relationships or what the expectations were.
Yep.
It was the
Yep.
first time I could be like, hey, I know you planned this wonderful surprise for me. I ain't got the emotional battery for it. I can't be the girlfriend you need right now to enjoy it.
Mhm.
I would like to lay down, eat some hot Cheetos, um, and possibly eat it until I get sick, and possibly need to be consoled about my bad decision later, if that's okay with you. I
Right.
ate a whole bag knowing damn well I should have only ate six. I know my limit. I'm
Mhm.
testing it. I'm fucked up. But it was, I had an anxiety attack, and he was like, hey, tomorrow thoughts can wait for tomorrow, which is on my wrist. That's love,
Tomorrow.
baby.
What is it?
Tomorrow thoughts can wait. And it's supposed to say for tomorrow. But my old best
Oh.
friend, her husband did this in his living room. It was because he also knew him.
Mhm.
And then they got divorced before I could do it. But that is what, baby, because the
Oh.
way every once in a while I be like, I just need for tomorrow. And it was like a custom font. It's like, my friend told me it's a jailhouse font, which I thought was cool as fuck. I felt gangster as shit. But
I'm weak.
I gotta get that side done. And then this has a white liner on it. It was a lot of love put into this.
Mhm.
But digress. But I always take very serious to people who give a fuck about people outside of what you can do for them or what you
Mhm.
provide for them, or
Mhm.
my love languages are weird. It's when people be like, oh, my love language is this. I'm a gifts person by
Mhm.
sometimes just, again, I don't pray on everybody, but like you're one of the people that I will say I actually have prayed for you. You
Oh, thank you.
are an amazing person, and I don't say that lightly. I say that as somebody who I sometimes feel invisible in, as much as people, oh, I love you, Mill, and I fucks with you. You're somebody who, before I took my break, while I was on break, after my break, you checked in on me and made sure that I was okay. You
Mhm.
weren't just asking like, hey, you good, or you cared and you talked and you talked. Like it wasn't
Mhm.
quick sentences. You sold into my life at a time where I really wasn't feeling seen or felt, or like I didn't feel reciprocation, and you very much was like, oh, you don't feel it? Put the blast on that hoe. Like in my creative things, sometimes I felt like the creations I was creating wasn't grandiose enough. And you're like, no,
Mhm.
like you ate that shit. Like, what the fuck you mean? And you'll talk to me about it. And you're like, hey, this is the part I enjoyed. And that
Mhm.
meant a lot because it's not only just feedback, but it's just like I value your art. I
Mhm.
value your feelings. If if I would have came back and said, all right, y'all, I tried, I'm not fucking with it, I feel like you would still check in.
Mhm.
Even when we do like mouth related, that sounds, even when we do content creative things,
If you
because it
know,
just
you
feels
know,
weird.
man.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
could just see somebody
yeah.
be like, I thought he just said he was married and she got it. You're like, what the fuck? Like, but like just in those situations where it was like I could never go too grandiose, and I could, even when I was like, this is all I got. You were like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna make it work. That's perfect. Fuck you talking about? You're
Mhm.
here. You're
Right.
participating. This is you was like you got to participate creative. You just walked in the background. If you just did a crusher,
Right. Right.
you just with your Starbucks cup in the background, I was still gonna fuck with it, and that means a lot to me. I think that you are a very and this is again from the surface level of what I do know because
Hmm.
who knows, you might be an asshole in real life. You might be a
Nobody
person that go out there
knows.
and slap grandmas. I don't
Nobody
fucking know.
knows.
But the part of you that I do know is you're a very valuable friend.
Thank you.
And that means a lot to me. And I wanted you to get those flowers publicly and privately. Because I already even told you this shit. But
Yeah.
again, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, to me, I always say it's funny to meet people in the not say the beginning stages of like streaming or relatively fairly new, fairly used, fairly new
Right.
era because it's you still have that sponge quality. Like you're not too I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Mhm.
you're malleable. So
Yes.
you can still receive. It's like when people say, "Can I spit some game to you? Like, can I tell you to drop some gems on you?" You're still
Right.
gonna
Right.
hear it
Right.
and
Right.
receive it. And I think
Hmm.
that like that's my issue is I got too many gems early on that were
Hmm.
just throwing rocks. Like you're not even throwing gems. You're just like make sure you stay true to yourself and do. And like, bitch, I was a theater kid, bitch. I already did that. Like I
Right.
know
Exactly.
you're not. This isn't spitting games, sweetie. But I genuinely want you to know that your content is dope. Your creations are dope. I think that it's amazing that you have your own life and you've talked about some of the things that you deal with. You have literally two kids under two, and at one point, no one in mouth. We knew about the one because baby did that little she peekabooed on us at one time. It was cool, but like
Wait.
when we
Wait. And
on stream when you disc when you was when I DJ
yeah. 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 Yeah.
found out I was the best kid DJ on the side of the motherfucking Twitch streets. What you
That
talking
was
about?
dope.
But I'm just
Man,
saying, in
that
those
good
situations,
times.
it's crazy that like we didn't even know that you
Hmm.
had a whole not whole thing, but you know, it's like your wife was pregnant at the time, and you're just spitting out content. Not you don't you don't lean on us in a way that because you could have made. I ain't gonna lie, you could have made so much bread by being like, "Hey y'all, Mrs. ID is pregnant, and we gonna do the not say baby shower, but you know what I'm saying. Like you could have had more support, and you said, "I will deal with it privately
Hmm.
and keep it strictly entertainment." But you could have
Right.
also had, in my opinion, I'm pretty sure you did have people who knew, because obviously Cole knew, but like there's people who knew and you had community. Because I think that that's my only gem to you is make sure that you build community, not just collaboration kind of things. Make sure make sure I know you moved to the new city and you don't want to meet people outside. Open up how much you want to. I ain't gonna say sit up there and have a crew of 20 niggas because trust me, I don't.
Right. 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 Right.
And very much giving. If I'm at a function, you just see me walk off. Just know
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go hang out somewhere. I like to say, hang out with people you don't mind taking a nap by. Keep
Mm.
those people in close proximity.
That's a gem.
That's my gym. I was like, I
That's a gem.
realized there are times where like I'll go out and I'll do things in a content creator space. Oh baby, my head ain't going past my shoulder. No.
Hmm.
But there are certain people that I would say like I ain't gonna say their name. They know who they are. There are certain people who know for a fact that like nigga, I will be in your mama's house, knocked out on the couch. We
Right.
locked
Right.
in.
Right.
I know
Right.
your
Yeah.
mama's address.
Right.
That's one of my favorite things. I'd be like every once in a while, I'll be like, I can't even be for that person I want to. They got my whole fucking address. They got my mama address.
Right.
They
Exactly.
probably got my mama phone number if I really think about
Right.
it.
Hey.
But I'm
One
not
piece of
saying you're not
information
gonna
leads
find
to
that
the
bitch every
next.
day. You're not gonna find them people immediately. It might
Right.
take some issues and concerns and coinkydinks.
Hmm.
Hey shit, you might have one of the people and they may not be the same people next year.
Yeah.
It comes with the fucking territory. But I do appreciate you. And I did not want my next winter break to come without me making sure. I like to say, I this is another thing that I used to do. Sure, I smush people's face and be like, I'm proud of you and I appreciate you. Like that you're doing great, sweetie means like when I say you're doing great, sweetie is and no sarcasm. You
Hmm.
made it to the next day and you're doing great. I'm really proud of you. Like if Twitch had
Thank you.
Twitch aunties, I need you to know it takes a lot, first of all, to join an organization of people who've been together and have inside jokes and backstory. I love the fact that even when you there are times where sometimes people will ask things in the mouth realm or in the content
Mm-hmm.
creator realm, or like people who would think that Yana and Danny don't really fuck with each other, but in reality they're really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's times where you'll say like, oh, like what's this, like the Kenny and Macho Glenn thing, that's been before I started on Mouth. I
Mm-hmm.
genuinely thought them niggas hated each other when I joined. And it's fun to see through your eyes, like, okay, so what's the backstory here? And you're like asking and you genuinely want to know
Mm-hmm.
the malleable shit. Like, it's also fun because then we get a refresher course on things. And it's
Right,
because
right,
you
right.
want to know, it's not, oh, I want to build on this. I'm going to take this idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. You make,
Yeah.
you made me re-fall in love with the act of storytelling,
Mm-hmm.
because it's fun that even when you're not like what's the way to say it, even when you're not the main storyline,
Mm-hmm.
you're still an important storyline.
Right.
Even if you're not even when it was just like you may not do a promo, but you do the what was your build thing called? I just forgot.
The what?
This is how you know it was a 12-hour day for me. The belt, the No ID championship belt thingy.
Oh,
I just forgot the name of it. It just sketched.
wait, the one that I just won, the
Mm-hmm.
NXT one,
No,
or the
no.
one that I had before,
When we
Emergence.
both had a belt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That was Emergence. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you were doing like the recap of the fight pretty much, and then
Oh,
entering
the
into the
Tap
next
In
one.
Classic.
There
Yeah,
you
the
go. I
Tap
was
In
like,
Classic. The Tap In
tapping class.
Classic.
I was like, in my brain, I said the tie down classic, and I was like, that don't feel right.
No,
That don't
we.
feel right.
I
That's a
wasn't
whole different.
tying nobody down. I don't know how to hold tie. I
I
don't
had
know
that
how to
on my
hold tie.
soundboard. I was not all time. I hate that I knew what that was.
All
Oh,
tie people. Hold
this
tie.
is why you wear earbuds. This is why normal streamers don't wear over
I
ear.
will. Hey, damn, look what I got.
Period.
Hey,
Because the way I'm like, I'm gonna make sure this motherfucking vods.
I made sure that y'all was charged too. I was like, man, let me make sure I'm set and ready, man. 'Cause last time when we was making that
The thing that it's okay though.
promo,
I ain't say nothing.
I had you in here for 30 minutes trying to fix my stuff. I'm like, man, it's all unprofessional.
I love that people really assume that this is a professional vibe. Nothing about me is the most professional I think I've ever been in the content creator space is when I was working on behalf of the Thousand Dreams Fund. If it was
Mhm.
not because they are like a legit organization that does things and have a big presence, oh baby, I would have acted a fool at that damn panel table. I was having a wood time. They were like, "Oh,
Uh,
talk about this," and I'm like, "Baby, you want to start streaming? Let me tell you what to do." And I'm just talking to people about. I don't know. I found out I have a really distinct come hither. Let me tell you.
mhm,
You worried about this? Yeah, 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 yeah. Get that scholarship. We worried about that money, but why you don't feel that you can stream? Tell me about it.
mhm.
Like
Just warm and welcoming.
I got it. The
That's what
welcome
it
committee,
is.
baby. That was
That's
another
what
thing
it
I did at
is.
the church, baby, before I was in the intercessory prayer.
See,
I wanted
see.
to be my goal at one point when I thought I was just gonna be hella religious and shit. I wanted to be
Mm.
one of them ladies that's trusted with the pastor's cloth thing with the little bag. I want to be
Oh
one of
my
them white gloves
God,
ladies. I thought that was so cute.
the
I
white
was,
gloves.
baby, she was that one lady. She was cute. She had a little, her little walk was like. I was like, give me a good week,
I don't believe.
baby. Steph, where I that was a time. That would have been a life. It would have been a different stream. Y'all would have never heard all the cuss words y'all hear from me now. I would have been too safe for you hoes. Y'all
Hey,
better
that's a
be
good point. I ain't came
humility.
across no preachers on Twitch. I'm sure they on here, but I haven't come across them. I don't know if that says
Papa
something about
Stallings.
me or who? Papa
Papa
Stallings.
Stallings. Big Daddy Stallings.
Well, I'm saying
I
he,
know.
but he do.
No, he don't stream. That would be
Oh,
oh
okay.
well. He
Like if
sometimes
he was doing
features on
scrimmage.
Q. Oh, but he sometimes features on Q streams.
Yeah, I seen him cooking. I seen him cooking on stream once.
Oh, that shit looks so good.
They was making. Yeah, I know, man. I know.
It's the
I
fact that
know,
I
man.
was watching it. I think I put it in Discord. People were coming from my Discord to watch it. I was like, look good, don't it?
Man,
Shit look good. And then he sent it to Mel.
he know what he
I was like,
doing.
Papa Stallings. I be forgetting. I'm like, Papa Stallings knows me.
Uh huh. Yeah,
It be
he
throwing
knew
me
what he was
off.
doing. He knew
Man
what he was
said,
doing.
"All right, man, and this is how you do it." I'm writing notes. Don't worry.
Right.
Noah Grill hates seeing me coming with that juice. Come on now, get the little spray bottle. I'm ready.
Fill my plate up, so it's like folding. I gotta put
What
two
did he?
hands under it.
I remember he was. I don't know. Was Cole showing us pictures? Somebody was. It was either Q or Cole. Somebody was showing pictures of the sides, and I was just like, oh, we having a we're gonna have a mouth
It's,
kickback, and we
they
got to
like
do
that,
it.
yeah.
It was food. It wasn't like side. It wasn't sides. It was sides like
Mm-hmm.
sides as far as the eye could see. I was like,
Size is fine.
oh, it's a table of sides. Like where the meat at? The meat got its own table.
Right.
I was like, my family's small now. I was
Dang.
like, I ain't seen a table, a
Yeah.
spread since 1947.
Yeah, it's our time now. We're those people. We have to put those things together now. I was just telling my brother that. I'm like, hey, when we was younger, we would always go to our uncles or everybody would come to our house because our parents was like doing
My
something. It's
family's
like,
too small. When I say my family's small, my mom's the oldest member of the family right now.
mm,
Then my aunt, who's 4 years younger than her. Then it
mm,
jumps all the way to my brother, who is 40. Then me at
mm,
30, and then the
mm,
kids. When I
mm.
say, even if you go from dietary reasons, it is so. We would be eating burgers. Like literally, it would be a burgers, fries, and then when we get crazy, it'll be
Hey,
crawfish.
hey, that's a start though.
My
It
brother
starts
is the
with
kind of.
burgers.
Let me tell you, my brother's the kind of person. He does that cheese meat patty shit. Like the
Wait,
one
what?
that's like it's like the fusion of beef and cheese in the patty, and maybe jalapenos. He'll get you sick.
I ain't never heard of that. No.
It's I gotta
It's
say,
so like he's like
it's a
so when
beef
he
patty,
grabbing
right?
up the meat, he
No,
puts
no, no, no. It's he ain't mixed. He don't season. He It's bought
with cheese and
with cheese
pickles in it.
already in the patty.
Uh, so
Uh-huh. And then
he's
he'll sprinkle
frozen.
like seasoning on top. And he don't know about food safety. He ain't never worked in the kitchen. So he don't got food safety. He don't know about the pink and no, 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 no. No, 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 no.
You might have to cook now. No, shout out to him. I don't know,
I
no
told them very
disrespect,
politely, you better learn my
but
grandma's gumbo recipe from my mama. Cause
yeah.
y'all gonna get whatever y'all gonna get what's in this crock pot.
Hey,
I can cook, but I ain't cook. I refuse to cook for a family
hey,
that
don't
you know. We ain't just showing up for plates. Better show up for me
crock
on
pot
regular
meals.
days, baby. Hood nachos and a crock pot stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Or what do people call it?
Hmm.
Rotel.
Oh yeah, I was about to say yeah. Well, tell for sure.
I don't call it rotel.
Well, tell
I
for
just can't call it rotel. It's rotel is just the tomato pieces.
sure. I know it's crazy. That is very true. But hey,
Mm. But yeah, I appreciate you. Is there any questions you have for me? I've learned that Oscar should ask that. Do you have questions, concerns,
I
comments?
appreciate you. I want to say I
Here
appreciate you.
he go with this shit.
Yeah, you know me. You know me. This you know what it is. Me and you, we kind of cut from the same. What the?
Distraction. Softball.
What in the Five Nights and Freddy's
His name is Ramen, and he's a rubber
ramen?
chicken. Yeah,
Yeah. Let me
yeah.
tell you what happened to ramen, chicken ramen where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Put you in a bowl, with some water, and a microwave for
Oh,
3 5 minutes.
I actually have some ramen. I'm not eating ramen today. I need a piece.
Man,
Anyway,
I've been trying my best to stay
it's
away from
hard.
ramen, but
It is so
it's
well.
because it's one
Is
of
it
those
ramen
like
in general? Like, is it the cheap ramen, or are you talking about like even pho, yakimen, and shit like that?
uh
You said all the
I
noodles.
do like the fancy noodles
Okay, I was
every
like,
now
cause
and then,
I
but
can't get
I
rid of
haven't had
pho.
them in a while.
I can get
Yeah,
rid of
I haven't had
ramen, but
them in a
I was
while.
about to say
But it's hard because ramen is like that.
staple.
I don't want to say it's a comfort food, but it's like it kind of take you back. Like man, ramen. Like I used to be tearing these up. You'll never be missing it. Like
No, cause I'm never that far. Like part of my ADHD things is I'm very food particular. I have food sensitive. I'm already allergic to a
mm,
bunch of stuff. So if I like a food, I will take like I don't really eat eggs, but right now I work there's this thing called an egg pesto. It's egg pesto and mozzarella. I don't like pesto, But for some reason, if I don't, and this is gonna sound crazy, it's like three things I don't eat on one sandwich, and I can eat it together. I don't really eat bacon anymore. I don't really eat pork. No pork on the
Yeah, I don't
fork.
eat pork. Yeah.
But sometimes I like to say it's when my iron's hella low. I'll put bacon on something. Like I'll take the bacon
Mm,
off of one sandwich, put it on the egg pesto, and everybody laughs because I worked. They're like, "That sandwich so pretty." I was like, "It's pretty. If it wasn't pretty, I wouldn't be able to eat it because I hate pesto.
mm,
I don't eat bacon. I don't really like eggs. It's really the mozzarella and bread I want,
mm,
but everything's attached to the project. So, but like
mm.
I could eat something like I can eat pizza my entire life. I've tested it. I could go
Yeah.
pizza and salad are two things that will forever be staples. That for me that would be my nostalgia. Whereas like any other food thing, I could probably eat it consistently for like 2 months, and I'm not gonna want it for like a year. Then I'll go back to it. My food goes in rotations. The craziest thing though that I ever ate like consistently was benihanas.
Okay. Hold on. Let me go to the bathroom and then I'm going to touch on this pizza that you spoke on.
No worries. I will look. I'll pause the recording.
Right.
All right. Look here. Not look here, because this doesn't exist. Ain't no stopping me. Ain't no me. Ain't no me. We've mixed your song with a lot of things in Discord. I just need you to know you have like 18 remixes if you're ever ready to.
I'm weak.
I literally was like, I
Yeah,
should
I'm
just
always.
post it. I was like, maybe when I post your episode, I'll post one of the remixes.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But then I
I'm
was like,
surprised. I'm glad that people liked it. I'll say that. I'm glad that people liked it. I was kind of surprised.
you're surprised people like your music?
I'm surprised. Yeah.
Ah!
Am I surprised that people like it?
Sorry.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, yeah. I was about to say no. Maybe I'm surprised at the extent that they like it.
That they still like it? Because
That
that's how I
too.
feel
Yeah.
about every time I go and I hear like You Up. Anytime, most of the songs like from the first batches of songs that I published, it's
Mhm.
always weird when people are like, I still fuck with that. So I'm like, the fact that You Up still gets streams throws me off sometimes. So I'm like, I still fuck with like because most
Yeah.
people who I know for a fact are listening to it consistently either got the original like when I first made it, or I just sent it to them like before I uploaded. I was like, oh, like I think Cole, Mod, Zadie, and Daryl was my first listening group for You Up.
Mhm.
Nobody hated it, but it was very much
Right.
like yoink. Like everybody was just like, thank you, and I was like, okay, cool.
I'm weak.
Finally posted it. Period. To this day, Zadie is probably my top streamed of. I know for a fact on Spotify, she's my top listener for that song, and then
Mhm.
right behind it is me. But it's so funny. Like I know
That's
it's her,
crazy.
even though she
Right.
has the physical copy.
Right.
But it
That
always
is.
it's just weird. Like or like if I go like when you're on your playlist when I hear my song, I'm like that's a nice little song, and then I'm like wait a damn minute,
Yeah. Yeah.
that me.
It is. It is. It
That
is. It
weird.
is. It's very easy, what I'm saying? Just throw your own up. You know what I'm saying? Survive. Why not?
Survive. We don't survive here. You feel me? We
No, I
thrive.
said it's a vibe.
I know. I know.
But yeah,
About this
keep
pizza.
keep doing that.
I
Oh,
don't
okay.
wanna. I
So
do wanna, but I don't know. I think I'm
I
gonna
mean,
try and do something. I want to do something, but like
keep being your creative self, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Just
ready to sleep.
continue to create. And when you sleep, create some beautiful dreams.
Oh my
You
god,
know what I'm saying?
you are somebody's father.
See, let's create. Hey, hey,
That was
two
a very
somebodies, three somebodies if you're nasty. But no, I'm just fucking.
leave that
Just two.
woman alone. Let it breathe, sir. I ain't gonna lie.
but
You're one of the biggest. Like I had a whole conversation with my man about that. I said I wish the fuck you would.
hey,
You
hey,
better
what you
space that shit.
what
I was like, we need at least 3 years. It's like that's when my nieces and nephew.
three?
My nieces and my nephew were mostly 3 years apart until the last one.
But then in 3 years, you gotta start over.
I'm okay with that. Let me brief.
Okay.
I have a thing about being touched too. So like if I gotta accumulate. No, no, no. I
Hey,
gotta go through the terrible twos, and you think I'm gonna be pregnant through the terrible twos? Fuck no.
I feel like
Fuck no.
if
Mm-mm.
I wait if I wait too long, I might change my mind.
Good. Brief. Let it brief, sir.
Now, um,
That man said,
um,
"There's a content creator that literally she goes viral every time she's pregnant because she works
I'm
out, she
weak.
does all this stuff, and every time she's like close to the end, she's like, I'm ready for the next one. It's like, man, let it breathe,
Yeah, because it's
please."
like the only way if you want a big family or I don't know, it's just like
I did. At one point, I did say I wanted like 7 kids, but
that's
that was just my family's country. Like that's just minimum five.
and that's how my wife was. Like she wanted a big family. And me, I was like, you might be lucky to get three. I'm cool with
I love
two.
how you
Like
say
I'm
three,
really
but
not.
you got 4 fingers. You might get
See
through.
what I'm saying?
You might get through.
And then I had one, and I was like, to be honest with you, and this is not necessarily true,
The
but
wind blowing in your
once
hair
we
is
had
beautiful,
the
by the way.
one, I was like, you said what?
The wind blowing in your hair is beautiful, by the way.
Oh, that fan on full blast. That's why
And I
I'm
can't hear
I'm
it.
cool. You can't?
You cannot.
Excellent, excellent. Um, but then after I had one, I'm like, oh, this is not so bad. This this is I can do this.
You
Now,
know
mind
what?
you, this is
Hell
this
yeah.
still early. Yeah,
That's
like
my other
this
thing. It's
still
like you haven't made it to two.
I haven't even made it to
That
the
terrible
preteen, teenage,
two.
nothing, nothing.
That's
So I
what's
was
got me.
like, you
I'm
know
like
what?
that mind that no, like you ain't got there yet. That's the
Yeah,
but some people
it's
have
it's
good
booting
twos and
up.
bad threes.
It's booting up though. Oh no,
Mm-hmm.
no, no. She's for sure loading. She's for sure loading. And we've been trying to figure out how the hell we're gonna manage it all. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's booting up.
No, I feel it. Like as I say, I raised a lot of my brother's kids, but like my youngest niece has been with me the most consistently.
Mhm,
And I like most of them, eventually, the parents get it together and shit like that. But like that last one, I
mhm.
went through. This is what made me mad. I went from 6 months to 3, 5
Oh my
to
gosh.
8, and then this last time she's a preteen now.
Oh my gosh.
I
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
tough.
I told my brother, I was like, you want to know what birth control is for me? Gremlins. I'm done.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's what
I was like teen years. I was like, you talking to me crazy? Oh
that's what
no.
people
I
be
was like, and
saying,
I want to be
man.
a gentle parent, and I could just the way one of them took my phone and tried to flush it. Oh no.
What?
It was technically it wasn't her. It was her sister. So like the half sibling baby. I realized I was like, I'm gonna be a gentle parent, but baby, that mouth about to be brutal. I was like, and I can't turn down. Okay, I was like, therapy. It's like
It's
as soon as I'm pregnant, going back to my therapist, and I'm gonna be like, you on retainer, baby.
it's different. It's different for yours, though. I will
True.
say. I remember hearing people say this. I remember everything people said about kids. Some of it, I'm like, I get it now. Some of
Mm-hmm.
it, I haven't gotten to the point where I get it yet.
Got it.
But I will say it's definitely different
when it's your own.
when you have your own kids. Cause like,
You're responsible. That's your you created the
yeah,
monster. Cause
yes.
cause nobody want to see Marshall no more. They want Shady. I'm chopped
And,
liver.
and I would really,
Mm.
I thought that I tell somebody about my wife. I'm not saying that's not true, but
You just see the
I
door
for
slowly open. What?
sure, right, yeah, yeah. I for sure would kill somebody behind my kids. I hate to say that because I don't
I
want to.
feel that.
I'm not a violent person. I'm not like somebody who
Blood protection. Yeah, I
want
know. I
to
get
wish
it.
harm on somebody. But hey, man, I,
I see that.
man,
I get it.
it's just amazing. Like being, and I put it off for so long because it was just like a certain way I wanted to go about life. And honestly, I was kind of scared of like the whole kids thing
It's a
because
very big commitment. It's a life
it's a
changing
huge
commitment.
responsibility.
It is.
Like I'm responsible. The stuff that I do is going to
Affects them
impact
directly.
them forever.
Yeah.
Something that I could have thought was so minuscule
Mm-hmm.
can
You sneeze
really
on their
like,
face one time, now they're germaphobes. Yeah, I get it.
you get what I'm
I
saying?
get
So
it.
it's just like, yo, I didn't really like that idea because I know my parents tried their best
And you
and
still
they
have an
still
opinion of,
think,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Your best may not have been what I needed or what was best for me. I
yeah.
understand completely. I think that's,
So,
I always say that I'm happy. I'm a proud no kids in my 30s because I could only imagine had I had kids before. Like during the pandemic, I did so much healing. I'm like, I'm glad that I hit that emotional rock
yeah,
bottom to be able to be like,
yeah.
oh, that's a problem. Like that's not a good way to think. Oh, you like,
Mhm.
let's rewire our brain because just imagine you having, for me, it would have been like a 7-year old. It's like imagine having a 7-year old right now, and you've done 7 years of damage.
Bro.
And yeah, you can fix it, but that's core memories. That's a
Hmm.
when they go and try to ask somebody else, they're gonna have rejection this and like that's a lot of things that you could have done, not even say wrong, but just so miseducated.
Yeah,
'Cause I think that's also the thing of like you might have done something yesterday and you fix it today, but it's, you know what I'm saying, like
yeah.
the effects. It's, have you ever played the game Life is Strange or seen the gameplay?
No, I
It's
know
one
the
of,
game you're talking about though,
yeah,
but I haven't.
one touch can change the entire game.
Like the butterfly
That
effect.
that's literally, yeah, and then it has a little butterfly in
Okay.
the thing, and then when you
Oh,
make
it
a,
actually. Okay.
yeah, and then when you make, well, on True Colors, I don't know about the other one. I only played True Colors. That one made me cry.
Okay.
But it's so crazy how like talking to one NPC twice can change the game.
Hmm.
Make looking at a poster can put you on a whole different path in the game
Hmm.
because now you will have access to new words and quotes and this and that, and it
Hmm.
helped me to realize like I don't know me how my child will know me. I be eating, I know, I'm deep.
Man, you you be in my you in my mindset like
Because I feel
we
like
think we have very similar thoughts.
I give my
We
mother
have very
credit
similar
because I
thoughts.
know how I feel about her. I know how
Mm-hmm.
I see her. But I
Mm-hmm.
have to remember that my mother is a woman outside of being my mother. She's a
Mm-hmm.
daughter outside of being my mother. She
Mm-hmm.
is she was a wife. She was, you know what I'm saying? Like she was different titles, and maybe at the time when I needed certain things, she was busy fulfilling another role.
Mm-hmm.
She's also a black woman in America that was born in 1960. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not
Mm-hmm.
a, that's something I have to be conscientious of.
Yeah.
And she's not from the South. She's from the North. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a different aptitude of woman
Yeah.
to raise a millennial like me. And I am not the most easiest daughter in the world. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I was pretty good, but you know, you let her tell it.
Yeah.
I'm probably an asshole. Her fault.
But
Anyway,
you're right 100% because it's like once
what is my fan?
I don't know if this is the right way to say it, but once I humanized my mom,
It
because my
sucks.
mom was like a hero to me. You know what I'm saying? She
Hmm.
was always my hero. But
You my
once I
shero.
finally, exactly,
Mm-hmm.
once I humanized, I guess her,
Mm-hmm. You
I
see the
I
flaws
was
and the
able,
chips and the.
yeah. Once I'm like, oh, I mean, she is a human. Like
She makes
she was
mistakes. She has
going through
flaws.
this.
Mm-hmm.
She did the best that she could. And she did a great, she did an amazing job. You know what I'm saying? So once I really started thinking about it like that, then it kind of made another layer of pressure because it's like what you said,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be doing my best.
And
That doesn't mean it's going to be a good
your
job
kids'
for
love language
my
might
kids.
be your kids' love language might be words of affirmation, and I'm giving you gifts and I'm providing and I'm doing this, and in reality, your kid just wanted to hear you say, "You are doing so amazing, sweetie, and I love you." But you're
Yep.
thinking my actions and this and that. Like I get that. Like I always tell my mom, I
It's
was like, my mom's a gift giver, which is funny because now I do it. But like I'm
mm,
very much like a I love just sitting up underneath people. Like let's say we're hanging out and like everybody else is hanging out doing this and playing this and it's just gonna be me.
mhm.
You wanna go? You know the I don't know if you see this. Dairy Queen closes in 10 minutes. I'm that kind of person. Like I'm soaking in the vibes and just being like, would you like to go eat? Because I'm hungry.
Mhm.
Let's go get chili dogs. Like you know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like I'm quality time. I'm more of like I'm just here to vibe with you, chill. But my mom was like, "Oh, I got you this gift from this place that I traveled." I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Right. Yeah.
but in her mind, that's I used my last to get that, and it doesn't
Uh-huh.
translate to me because it's like,
Uh-huh.
but I get that. Like it the way you had to like see your mom is how I had to see my grandparents because my grandparents could do no wrong in my book. And then when I got
Mhm.
older and I heard the stories and my mom and my aunt's childhood and like, oh well, the real reason why you learn the family secrets and shit. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's why we don't get along because they love me and you was
Mhm.
treated like you know what I'm saying like or
Yeah.
oh that's why that one time I got my ass up and I ain't did shit because they was going through some shit. Okay, like it,
Right.
it helped me to be more aware and cognitive because I learned that I have I've been cussing since I was like 6 because
Mhm.
my family are cussers. Like
Mhm.
Bernie Mac comedy is very much. I was watching that way too. I was very smart, and when you're smart, you don't get as much structure as you're supposed to on certain things.
Mhm.
Like they're gonna whoop your ass and shit, but like when it comes to but you're smart, so
Right. You know better.
you
Right.
but you still letting me cuss. Like the fuck? But
Right. Yeah.
like it takes I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. I got lost in the sauce by thinking about Bernie Mac. We never went back to pizza.
Oh yeah. So I had another point, but
You were also trying to give
pizza.
me flowers, and
So
I got distracted by pizza.
yeah.
See the
See how you
chicken do
do?
the thing, baby.
That's the Men in Black
Mm-hmm.
chicken, man. Yeah, so I used to work at a bowling alley. And so as you imagine, it was
That is
like
a
I worked
very random place to work.
really, yeah, I worked in the food court. So like we would be making pizzas all the time. So
Mm.
we would be eating pizzas all the time. So I've had enough pizza for a lifetime. So
I worked at Chuck E. Cheese,
you
and I
know,
still eat pizza to
I
this day. To
I
this
just
day,
recently started we've just recently started like having pizza again because I never wanted it because I'm like I don't want no
that's
pizza.
how my mom was with spaghetti.
I've eaten so much like I'm cool.
Growing up, spaghetti was my favorite meal because you probably getting it once every 2 years. My mom hated it because
Really?
that's what her and my brother ate. And how I used to hate chicken because she would buy like the 15-pound bag, bust it down, and that was our struggle meal. Was I had every fucking form of chicken, stewed,
Hmm.
chopped, boiled. I oh god,
Hey, that
just
chicken stretch, man.
but yeah, but that's what I'm saying. For me, I was like, man, I don't want no fucking chicken. Whereas
Mhm.
spaghetti night, oh baby, 8 plates,
Right.
please. Like, who knows the next time I'm gonna have this until
Y'all
school.
get y'all's. I'm gonna take the
My
pot
mom
to
would
the.
literally, and then it's like when I first saw people have mixed together spaghetti, blew my fucking mind. Because in
Oh,
our
y'all
house it
have
was
it
separate,
separately.
never
Oh,
touched in my life. I remember I saw that. I said, "What the fuck is that?" I was like, "Is that like a?"
wait. What you mean? It
It'd
didn't.
be
You
the
saying like
noodles. depending on who does it, it's either the always the noodle separate, but it'll either be the sauce and meat or together.
Mhm.
Most times it's they got lazy and just threw it together. But like depending on who made it and if they had extra time, they will separate the meat and the sauce.
But once you put it on your plate, it's
Yeah, you mix
all
it then, but that's what I'm saying.
okay,
Like
okay, okay, okay.
I mix it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't pre. How you know how much noodle to meat ratio I wanted? Like you know what
That
I'm saying?
that
Like,
is funny. So like my mom's side, it would be they make the noodles and then they make the
mm-hmm,
meat and the sauce together. And then you put the noodles on your plate, put the meat and the sauce on top.
mm-hmm.
My dad's side, they did it all together.
Did
Yeah,
they
so
also
it's
believe
like,
that spaghetti was a side? Because that was another argument we had in my stream community one day. Is spaghetti a side? No
no,
ID.
I've only had spaghetti as a side outside of my house. So
So it doesn't.
to
Yeah.
me, yes, to me, spaghetti is a meal.
Thank you.
Um,
This
but
is a
like when you
very,
go to
very
when you
wild
eat in like a
conversation too.
cafeteria or something, spaghetti they'll serve it as a side because it's like you get
True, but at
spaghetti,
the
then you get
same time,
salad, then you
like,
get like something else.
and that's my thing. I because the argument became, well, what about salad? I was like, salad is different because it's two sides. I was like, now me, I can eat a fucking like what's that called? Like Olive Garden serving, like that bowl that they'll. I could eat
The
that. I
salad,
like salad though.
right?
I'm a salad eater. Like I love salad. But like spaghetti is a side. You can eat spaghetti and salad because again, I was like, really and truly, it's just Italian. Like that just feels because of Olive Garden, it feels right. But that's not
Mhm.
really. You're not eating the same portion as you would like. You're either gonna have a side salad. You're not gonna have a side spaghetti.
Right. Yeah, I'm never gonna order a side spaghetti.
Now, will you have a little bit of salad with your spaghetti? Different. It's like more like a palate cleansing kind of thing. It's not like a
Yeah, I'll have some salad, but yeah, salad is a side.
salad is a side, but
Salad.
not spaghetti is not a side. That's the we had a whole argument for 4 hours on a Friday morning one day.
Oh my
I
goodness.
started streaming like 7, 8. No, it was 6:30. I started streaming at 6:30 in the morning. We had that argument from 6:45 to damn near. Oh no, actually it went up to 11. Because I remember it was going into
Hmm.
lunch. So I was like, I'm about to go make some fucking spaghetti. Y'all talking about the spaghetti. That shit had me. So we when I say I was fighting for my life to say that it was a main dish. But what about
Hmm.
fish? It's like we don't know.
Well, also maybe it's I don't know how many types of spaghetti there are, but
No, they were
maybe
talking
it's the
about
type of
plain Jane
spaghetti.
spaghetti. No, they're talking about no, because I we showed pictures and everything. We had a slideshow.
Oh yeah,
No.
nah. Now, depending on the type of salad, it can be considered
Ew,
a
like pasta
main
salad?
course. No, no, no,
Oh.
like barbecue chicken salad, or like
Oh, gotcha,
a
gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
Southwest salad. You know what I'm saying? Like
But they still have spaghetti. I get
those.
that. The
That's not a
main
side.
dishes, the proteins and shits.
Yeah, those are main. That's a straight up dish.
Yeah.
But yeah, like house salad or
But you're not
Caesar
gonna
salad
get a
or
giant you're not gonna get a barbecue chicken salad with a side of spaghetti.
no, no, no,
Mm,
no, no, no,
that make my stomach hurt
no,
just
no,
thinking
no.
about it.
Yeah,
But
nah,
no,
that's
I think
too much
because
going
I
on.
worked at Chuck E. Cheese, it will forever have like an ingrained part of my heart. Like now, I'm not gonna eat pepperoni pizza every day.
Hmm.
Maybe a supreme, but not a pepperoni pizza.
Right.
But I probably could still because it used to be hamburgers until I tried it. And
So since we're on the subject of pizza, what's
yes,
your favorite pizza?
a supreme pizza, but the ones that are like purely pepperoni. Even though I don't, which is funny, I always say I don't eat pork, but I don't eat pepperoni. Well, you could get beef, but it's nasty. But with either banana bell peppers on it or jalapenos, but most likely banana bell peppers if I have the option.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm a bad bitch. I put Parmesan cheese baked into it
Mm-hmm.
or the mozzarella cheese so that way it does the really gooey stretch. And
Mm-hmm.
then I don't I know other people can do it. I can't digest the other like sauces. I love plain marinara.
Okay.
And I'm also not and I've learned to say this, I don't do ranch. So garlic
Yeah,
butter.
the dipping your pizza in the
I'm a
ranch and
garlic
stuff.
butter. Yeah.
Okay. I'm a non pizza dipper.
I don't need
Now
it.
in high school I used to dip it in ranch, but that was high school.
It's like when people do
But
it in
now
marinara sauce. It feels cold marinara sauce don't need to go on pizza.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
acid
dip
reflux.
my.
That's on just tums and digestion shit. Yeah.
I don't really. Yeah,
What
do you have an honorable mention? Because I have a favorite and then I have an honorable mention.
I will say, even though I'm allergic, pineapple can go on pizza. It don't have to go on your fucking pizza. It can go on fucking pizza.
Yes. Pineapple
Um,
on pizza is always good. Yep, I agree.
I don't get crazy with pizzas because I'm like I have acid reflux, so I have to be careful because like I already know when I'm testing the limits when I get that first hiccup and I'm like, fuck, it got me.
Right.
Um, oh, what's that pizza called? Is it Mediterranean? It's the one with the black olives and
Okay.
it's got like all the fucking
Tomatoes.
veggies and shit. I don't put so I
Mhm.
take the I don't like raw tomatoes. I'll take raw tomatoes off, and even if it's cooked. The only time I can do tomato, it's crazy. I love ketchup, hate tomatoes most of the time. It's got to be cooked into a sauce.
Sun dried tomatoes.
I can do that only on a panini. Oh, that's thank you. I'm glad you said that. The whatever black olive, I think it's Mediterranean. Is called. I don't know what that actual or Little Italy pizza.
Mm-hmm.
It's something like that. And then every once in a while, like when I go on a cruise ship or something, I can get a
Mm-hmm.
margarita pizza.
Margarita pizza.
It's mozzarella, the sun dried tomatoes, and I don't know if the bread's different,
Hmm.
but it's I call it the fancy bitch pizza. It pairs well with wine.
It pairs well with wine.
It
I've never
does.
heard of that. I had to check that out.
It's not bad, but it's not going to fill you. It's
Right.
really
Okay. It's
yeah.
one of those.
It's a
It's a
pairing
side
kind.
pizza.
Yeah, it's a side piece. It's when you go to a Little Caesars, you just grab your little slice.
Right.
Yeah, don't
A
do the
little
whole
finger
pizza. Just
food.
a little dabble will
Right.
do. What's your
Oh,
pizza?
okay.
And why is it meat
Barbecue.
lovers? Barbecue chicken?
No, it's not. No, just okay. So it used to be, yeah, it used to be like once upon a time I ate pork. So what I do is you put some barbecue sauce on the bread.
Okay.
I know, I lost you already, but
I will
barbecue
take
sauce
a
good.
nibble, but I would like to order a piece of it. Never. Like I always want to go to
Yeah.
places like when they have the pizza buffets. That's my time to get adventurous.
Hmm.
Because then if I bite it and put like I can throw it away and it's buffet. I can't be mad. I tried.
Right, right, right,
But
right.
like to order it and be like, I'm gonna try this. I'm not wasting seven other slices.
Yeah, actually, Cece's Pizza is the one who put me on to the barbecue, and then I just tried to, spice it up. But yeah,
Okay.
barbecue sauce,
Okay.
chicken, white cheese, mozzarella,
Mm-hmm.
bacon, onions. Uh,
I do like onions.
I
Oh, I do
think
love
that's
onions on
it.
pizza.
But now I don't do bacon.
I went to
But
this place.
also,
They did grilled onions on a pizza. It was like it was chicken fajita pizza. That
I
bitch
never heard of
was.
that.
It's this place down here called Pink's. They have like random toppings, like you can get banana
Yeah,
on your pizza. It's weird.
interesting.
Yeah,
Banana.
yeah.
See,
Plantains.
I'd be interested in trying that because that's like it's
They
something
have some
different.
really cool things. It's just to me, if you
You
got
gotta
to go to
pay
certain
for it.
locations and certain times, then the restaurant's not worth it.
Oh no, yeah,
But
no.
it
Oh, it's
is
a
an experience.
franchise.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
bunch of them.
Gotcha. Yeah, nah.
And then you gotta go to you gotta go to this location. No, you gotta have Jesse make your pizza. Like once we start doing all that,
Yeah, nah.
the pizza place ain't
It
good.
sounds like I shouldn't go. Yeah, it sounds like I shouldn't go if it
But if
got
you
all
do
these
go when
stipulations.
Jesse's there, then I had got a I don't know what it was. It was the chicken fajita pizza. I had got a slice of that, and then oh my god, yeah, it was a brisket pizza. It's a barbecue brisket pizza, and you would think
Mhm.
brisket and cheese shouldn't go together.
No,
And then it
I'm.
wasn't a normal slice. It was like a was it New York?
It sounds good. Now I know you're gonna need some floss after so that brisket gets stuck in your teeth,
That
but
shit
it
was
sounds good.
delicious. I ain't give a fuck. I was about to
Yeah.
smile at everybody.
We're like finish it later. Like, right.
Hit that, get that piece of paper, yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Anything
That's how I
else?
know you from the south.
Shut up. Well, again, I will say I am very much my grandparents. That is
Mhm.
one those two people I could never deny. Every once in a while, I'll like catch this motherfucker change his Steam name. It's like, who fucking little Lloyd.
Little Lord.
And then I saw the pictures like he would like rip the string off his clothes. He would take a piece of paper and get in there. Every once in a while, I'll catch myself. I'm like, you have three things of floss. I wish you would.
I'm weak.
I mean,
Hey,
I catch myself. I'll be like,
hey, is that floss in arm's reach? Because that
it,
paper was
and
all
that's
in arm's reach.
I literally had it in my desk at one point to prevent me because I almost did it on stream one day while we was watching Scamfish, and I said,
I am weak, man.
as long as I'm alive, my grandparents will live through me. Because child, I'll be sitting up
That's
there talking
funny.
about I should iron my socks. Why?
What?
My grandma ironed everything, every pocket
Starch.
cornstarch in the steamer, and I think she puts. I'm pretty sure she put starch in the water in the steamer.
Dang.
We also had a that steamer, the steam wand shit, but the old school one, like the one with a lot of like she doing suits and shit. And then
Right.
God forbid that breaks down. Go put your outfit in the motherfucking shower. Go put it in the bathroom. Turn
What?
the shower on. Get that steam. Get them wrinkles out. Cause how fucking dare you try and go outside in that $2
Man.
t-shirt wrinkled up like that. I'm just going outside
Yeah,
and playing in the dirt.
it's crazy that having a crease in your pants really used to be a requirement. Like I remember ironing my school uniforms and stuff. Like I had to have that crease in the front, and it's like now,
You don't give a flying damn.
as long as it's not wrinkled, I'm not putting no crease in my pants. But as long as they not wrinkled or they're not wrinkled too bad, they're not
There you
getting
go. I
in
was
there.
gonna say. I think the last time I ironed something, that's when I knew my anxiety was bad. I was like, I am anxious. Cause why the fuck am I ironing my jeans
Right.
at 3 p.m.? Like it's too late at this point. I made my decisions in life. Commitments have been made.
Right.
things things have been said. I cancel the plans at this point. If I gotta iron my jeans to go out with you, no.
I am weak,
Now
bro.
interviews and shit, yes.
Obviously, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Got to.
a regular degular schmegula Tuesday,
Yeah. Going to the stove
bitch, no. You see me
is
out in
crazy.
public and I'm wrinkled. Guess what, bitch? I'm wrinkled.
Right.
The fuck you doing in here on Tuesday at 3? Like, bye.
Exactly.
I see you,
Why
see me,
is you
see you.
worried about it? Right.
You ain't gotta hold my hand in public. Ain't nobody gonna know we know each other. You could have kept moving.
Right. Exactly. You wanted to be seen.
You just had to let me know you see me, see you. Take a pic. Look, take a picture of the bottom crease of my pants, and then I'll be like, oh, you saw me at the stove.
I don't need
Ain't that deep?
that.
Oh, don't
Excuse
die.
me.
Don't die on my
Excuse me.
stream.
No,
Mm-mm.
no. You will
Mm-mm.
be held accountable.
The way
That's
I'm gonna
why.
scream, man, there's no idea it wasn't me. I
Oh,
beg you,
weak
promise
man.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh man.
I told him to get off of you. I promise.
I had your back, yo.
Girl, let it breathe with an F, not even the
I told her
TH.
about that. She was laughing.
Good. I always tell my friend that one of my friends was like, "Oh, the men in your chat." I was like, the married men in my chat. I'm pretty sure all of them at least have talked to their wife about me at one point. I I I will say, because I said this in somebody else's episode. One of my favorite things is because I'm in a relationship, I get to see a different part of streaming because I'm not entertaining a lot of the intertention. But it's also funny to me when like people have a significant other, the the relationship that like if they're a content creator, the relationship that significant other has with the streaming community. Like we'll
Mm-hmm.
talk at her, but we're not expecting. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
Yeah,
join
yeah,
the
yeah,
chat,
yeah, yeah.
come to stream. Like,
Right,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
the fact that I've seen Kage. Like Kage streamed at one point, and then he was like, "It's not for me," and I was like, "I respect that." But it's
Mm-hmm.
always funny that people be like, "Oh, Kage, hey." Like, yeah, you better fucking talk to. Don't you?
Right.
I'll shut this bitch down. Y'all better talk to that man,
Right.
and you better not make him cry, cause I knock all you hoes out.
Uh-huh.
That's my steed. That's mine.
Right,
But there
yeah.
are a lot of people like I will see like a person who doesn't know, like a new person will come in the stream and they'll say something, and then I'll just be like, 3, 2, Kage, I'm snitching. Go ahead, baby. Snitch, please, please.
Um,
He's already here. That person's
right.
already getting. I was like, y'all can't see. They got timed out and banned already. Or
I
my
am weak.
personal favorite of people like who've been there. Like VIPs, she taking or or a screenshot. I told Kage he coming.
You
What did I say to that person? None. I just
right.
wanted. I didn't. Because I know, yeah, we don't want you to handle it. Or Daryl come out of nowhere. Pew. I was like, I'm
Before they even knew what
sorry.
was coming.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you didn't even get to ask or say anything. You just
Right.
excommunicated. Welcome to John Wick. I'm the dog.
Hey man. Sometimes you only get one shot. That's what people don't understand. Everybody feel like they should get a second
First,
chance. Or
first opinion, first impressions on Twitch is crazy because it really could just be your name. You think your name being Monkey Lover 3 was cute and unique because you like
oh nah, that
monkeys.
I just got triggered. Yeah, I just got triggered. I just got triggered, bro.
You
I
think
just
your
got
love for
triggered, bro.
monkeys.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, nah. Nah, man. Cause
you think
you know what you was doing when you picked that name. You ain't nah. You need to be
or
oblivious.
what's it oh, what was that one? There was one person that came and they were talking to me on my chat, and it was an in real life stream. So I'm just, well, all my streams are in real life streams, but I was out blogging kind of thing. And I remember
Mhm.
somebody called me a big back, and it's before the it was cute on TikTok. Like it was before TikTok, but somebody was calling me a big back, and again they were like, "Oh, you football shoulder bitch, you this." Like they were just going off.
Mhm.
Again, I'm looking around, so I'm not paying attention to the chat, and I was learning to build calluses so that I wouldn't be too sensitive. So I'm just, not giving them the attention that they wanted. And I was cracking up because they're just going. And I'm like, first of all, you got to come harder than that. Second of all, if I didn't have a nigga, this would probably hurt my feelings.
Right, yeah,
There's a
exactly.
nigga that love his big back. He love these big football shoulders. It's
Right,
more the hug. Fuck you talking about. You know how good my hugs are? The fuck?
right.
But it was just so funny because it was like, it I know for a fact that a lot of the people who are tenured in my chat, they are those shooters. So it's like I don't have to entertain it. But the monkey
Mhm.
lovers and I'll let Cam tell. Somebody had Cam's name in theirs, and it
Pam?
was, yeah, it was, I can't remember what. Oh my god, I think it was like his name gay or some shit, and they were like, no shit, and I'm just like,
So you mean to tell me
you have that
somebody
much
took
animosity in your heart.
their time to
Mm-hmm.
make an account
I don't know if that account
with
still
another
exists.
man's name
Mm-hmm.
to insult them
I
so
think
that
there
you
was
could
two
come
of them.
back to where they are
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Too much
to
time on your
insult
fucking
them?
hands. I was
Hmm.
like, I told him, I was like, you gotta stop whooping niggas ass in Apex, cause god damn, the hatred is real. You
That
are,
is happening.
but I think I've known a couple people whose either their name got taken or um it's just the,
Sound like flirting to me.
sound like somebody trying to get kissed on. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah, because I'm confused.
What is the
That
problem?
take a lot of time.
And then I'm like, ugh. I think I've learned in the space most of the time you have to have an authorized account to even talk in my chat or verified. That's the word. You have to have a verified account. You gotta have either a cell phone number attached. That's not a. I think it has to be a cell phone number that's not a VPN. Not a
Hmm.
VPN. You know what I'm trying to say. The thing scamfishes people be using void number. Void. That's the word.
Oh, voice over
Whatever the
internet phone, I think.
P. That void. And I was like, is it a P or N? Like you got it's certain criteria and stickers, and it's just because I don't have the energy. But
Hmm.
there's some weirdos. There's
Yeah,
some
it's so
too much time on my hand weirdos.
too much time, too much hate.
Ooh, I heard this
Oh,
a little sound effect.
hey, man. Hey, I'm a man of many talents.
Motherfucker gonna go to a con one day. Somebody say, "Who that man in the fucking ski mask basketballing?"
Man, I really
I
do
would
want to go to
cry.
a con and meet y'all.
He ain't never going. He gonna be like me. He gonna go to one, and it's
I
gonna be the one that
no,
nobody go to.
I genuinely want to. I'm just waiting for somebody to be like, hey, I'm just waiting for a good number of people to say they're going to one,
Go
and
to
then
one in Atlanta. That's all you gotta do. Just go to one in
I
Atlanta,
would love to. That's
and then the one in
that's my
Austin. I
stomping
forgot where
ground.
everybody goes.
But the thing that is kind of holding me back is like
holding me back, me back.
It's the mask, bro.
Well,
I don't think I could literally like
what if you got
that.
the what's the other one? What's the one that the fucking British people be wearing? The thinner one.
The shiesties.
Shiesty.
I do have a shiesty.
Would that be cool? Well, cooler
I don't.
climate wise. But then again, you're going to a
Uh,
southern place, so it's gonna be hot regardless.
hot is hot. Yeah, they are hot. So it's like there's
Uh,
a lot of ideas that I've had that I wanted to do. I'm just not comfortable being out and about
I always laugh
with.
because there's certain people like the VTubers. I've met a VTuber friend of mine, and the
Mm,
way I knew what they looked like because I again I live in Discord, but
mm,
it was so funny because and when we're interacting in public, I'm just like, do I approach? Do I?
mhm.
They're like some people like some of my lurkeriest lurkers have broken that wall with me, and I'm just like, I respect that you love me this much, but at the same time, like, if I was to see you in public, I wouldn't out you with your name, but I'd be like, I need a picture for me so I can put it on my little photo wall at my house. Like
Right.
on my fridge, there's literally a photo wall that, and the reason why it's in the kitchen is because I don't stream in there. But it just cracks me up because it's kind of like I get it.
Hmm.
There's actually like four people I know that you could talk to about this, about how you could do it.
Hmm.
But it also
Cause
doesn't help. I mean, you're a beige individual. You could blend in with some of the other beige people. You wouldn't know.
yeah, I think if I
Or
was
you
to
could,
just go,
ooh,
nobody would know.
Zoro mask.
No, but then oh,
Because it covers up most
because you
of.
usually only
Uh
see this,
huh.
but then that would be covered.
And then if
I
you
mean,
have, well, then if you have facial hair, I guess.
once I talk though, it's gonna be a wrap. They're gonna know my voice. But
But you have the anemone.
yeah,
It's a lot of ends in that word.
yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I had an idea one time of like just recording me, like going to an arcade and like full what you call it, and just
Mm-hmm.
like recording me like playing games and stuff. But I just couldn't
I feel that though.
build the confidence to do it.
Boy, if you don't go
Like I
do
be
some
having
shit,
some good ideas.
just do it.
I just can't do it. Like I be wanting to film some stuff outside. Like I did film one thing outside, and I was like, that was even like had me anxious as crap. Cause I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody see me. But we'll see. I do want to meet up with y'all though. I just don't
I
know
will
if
say
it's gonna be
this.
in
I'm
mask or
working
out mask.
DreamCon. So if I don't go to conventions, but if you wanted to meet Mel, come get a
Where's Dream?
coffee.
What
Of course
is
it's in Houston.
when is that?
I don't know. I think it's next month. All I
Oh
know is
Lord.
that all I know, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be at that rave. I might have work in 3 hours afterwards, but I'm going to that fucking rave. I'm gonna have me a good time. And
I'm
if it's
weak. I was saying Houston's not that. I was just in Houston not too long ago too.
that's what they all say.
So maybe
Everybody,
next
everybody
time.
comes to my city and don't say hi. I don't even gotta. I just want to put food in y'all system. That's it. I'm trying to be nice.
Maybe next time I
Don't come
shoot a
by,
little
nah.
something, something,
No, who
shoot a
was
little
that?
something,
Kenny.
something like,
Kenny
hey,
was
where
in
you
my
at?
city. In my city, I knew exactly what hood he was in. I was like, oh,
Dang, Kenny,
I can get it. And then gonna
not the
message
king.
me afterwards like, oh yeah, I was in your city.
Oh, now that's messed up.
I
Now, why you
said,
be
you know what? Let me tell you something. My man ain't never gonna make you a plate again, boy.
not my boy
My
Kenny?
baby ain't gonna make you a plate. Then I was like, you know what? It's cool. It's cool. We ate Papa those once. It's cool. I'm chilling like
Mm-hmm.
a villain. I broke bread with my friend a couple times. That's a blessing. Some people don't, because that's like
Uh,
most people, they want to hang out and do stuff. Because really and truly, if you come to the city and you meet me, we're eating. I'm not
mm-hmm.
gonna. I was like, there are nerd things we could do, but I don't like people like that. I'm not a big crowds girl. I'm a small campus bitch.
Yeah,
We gonna
and it's
eat,
never a bad time to
and if
eat.
I
It's
take you to
never.
eat, we gonna have we're probably gonna have our own server because I tend to that customer service come out. We gonna get some free shit on that table.
Uh-huh.
I definitely don't know how much my bill's supposed to be at this Tex Mex place, but I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to pay like $200 more. Baby, I be eating. and
Right.
sometimes sipping. Sometimes if you like to ship, I
Right.
got some people,
Right.
and we can trust it because that's my other thing. You can't trust everything in the city. Some
Mhm.
places they'll put Everclear in your shit.
Never again. I took a shot of Everclear one time and like I could
College?
feel that my esophagus
I was about to say, please tell me.
freshman year,
Yeah, that's that cheap shit. You gotta. Now I
man.
will say, Everclear in a good punch.
No, I'm
Ooh,
good.
it's a
I don't.
punch. It's a punch for real.
The only time I'm using Everclear is if I got a scratch on my knee that I need to clean
I
because that
will
junk was so
say,
strong. I could
you want to
feel
know an
that my
experience?
esophagus was hollow for
I
like 2 weeks.
I realize that's another job that I intentionally. I've worked almost every side of like making drinks. My time as a bartender was a time
Hmm.
because then I would learn shit and then I would go home. I run time soaked strawberries in Everclear. No, was it tequila or Everclear? It was in one of the clears.
Hmm.
Put them in champagne. Made a punch next to it because it was like you're gonna get hit by one or the other. You're either gonna try the
Hmm.
champagne and get hit because you think the strawberries are safe. They weren't. And then I had made a wine punch juice combo.
Hmm.
When I say everybody in my house, everybody in my house was hungover the next day but me and my niece.
Oh my gosh.
But they had a good time that night. They was doing karaoke. They was singing and dancing and grinning and skinning and doing that move.
Man, them hangovers never working, bro.
It's the fact the house was dark as fuck the next day. Everybody had the lights off.
Yeah,
All
get
you hear
your
is people chugging water and shit. It was good. Me and my niece had a good time. We watched so many Disney movies.
I'm
It was like having a house to yourself. You want the house to
right.
be quiet? Come to Mills Juke Joint with all the the drinks
Not
is
juke joint.
$4.99 all the time.
Oh my gosh. Not the juke joint.
Anything else you have no idea? Oh, no,
That's
I
funny.
will release you into the Eververse.
Uh
Tell me the story about when you was young.
oh yes, man. Back when I was just a little no ID. No, I'm just playing.
Back when I was
Um,
a young ID, a young hoe,
yeah.
no me, because I hadn't
Exactly.
found
Okay.
myself yet.
Okay, bars. Okay,
Period.
bars. But will I ever find myself?
Ooh,
That's the real thing.
that's when you change from rap to doing folk music or like country. I'm ready.
Exactly.
Be on your Miley
Yeah, I'll
Cyrus
probably
shit.
man, I'll probably never stop rapping. That's just like something I enjoy doing for whatever reason.
It's rhythmic.
Yeah.
I think I've read some well, back when I was researching neurodivergency and shit. I
According to
remember
my research.
no, I'm so serious. So they were saying that like African Americans, we experience the world differently, but like
Mm.
for neurodivergence, that rapping is a STEM, and so especially if
Mm.
it's something that brings you peace and joy, and it's a good way to communicate.
Mm.
Most likely, it's something that you stem with. Like I know for a fact that I'm realizing I control my stems at work because I just don't feel like I'm not that comfortable with them like that. And
Mm.
that's my boundary. But I realized
Mm.
like in the last 2 weeks I've been just allowing myself to be a little bit more me,
Mm.
a little bit calmer at work. Now will they know that I make music and shit? Fuck no. Will they know like
Right.
the deep rooted stuff? No. But like I one of my favorite stems that I pieced together that's a stem because normally like y'all see the shit on stream or me zoning out. But at work
Mm.
I just do a billion little or I'll say hi
Right.
or what you doing? Like I'll just talk like greetings, but it's all day. Like,
Mm.
but it's spaced out enough to where it doesn't annoy. Even people who like just are regulars, they'll or I'll catch them doing it to me back, and I'm like, oh shit, I really do that all day, like,
Mm.
or I because I can't say like my dick or I can't say the cuss words that I say or like the things I say. Like when I say you're doing great, sweetie, there they think I'm like being sarcastic, and I'm like, bitch, you wish you were
Mm.
that special. Like,
Right.
one of the things I'll say is like, oh my pleasure.
Right.
I'll just say something that's courteous or good heavens.
And that makes you feel comfortable.
It soothes me for now because when I get home and I get on fucking Call of Duty and I'm telling this motherfucker to eat my goddamn gooch, It's gonna make me feel better later to get that stem off, like, or hold my dick. Like when I get those things off
Right.
later, it's gonna feel more fulfilling. But right now, the little palate cleanse I can do is hi.
Oh, you just reminded me too. I gotta re-download Call of Duty. They done brought Verdansk back. I
I
gotta
saw
get
that
back
email. It
in.
had me cracking up. I was like, I don't even know if I know what Verdansk is. I was like, I remember doing it. I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
It's like
I'm
Cam
weak.
told me Plungers hasn't left yet, and I was like, fuck. And I gotta re-down. Like, not only do I have to re-download it, but I have to re-download the multiplayer Warzone.
Yeah,
That's such a
I
big
gotta make
file.
sure my computer even got the space. But yeah,
This
gotta
hard
drop
drive
back in. Circa
eventually.
2020, what was that, 2019, 2020? Back in them
That
days,
was
man.
the last time I played. Oh, that's Black Ops, right? Wasn't that Black Ops
No, that was Modern
two?
Warfare. Well, they had a Black Ops too. You know, they cycle them. So,
I'd never, cause when I used to play only on PlayStation, and that was the first that was the first COD I had. I just
okay.
didn't know. I didn't know what it was. I was just trying to play because
Yeah.
there was a cute boy and he told me, and I'll get on the game. I said, okay.
Oh my God.
I didn't know what we was doing at all. And
Right.
at that
Oh,
time, it was my we go together now. Now
oh.
I play more than he do. You know what I'm saying? Get on the sticks,
uh,
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not in more ways than one.
Period. Get off that
That's what I
woman.
was
No,
gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
I'm so happy I'm retired because the
We
way
have
that's
a
gonna be on every
similar.
promo I would ever make to you. Get
Oh
off
my
that
God.
woman. No,
Get off that woman.
she's had enough. Let it breathe.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, like I said before, I'm a victim. I
Mm-hmm.
am a victim.
I don't believe it.
Help me.
Mm-mm.
Help me.
Mm-mm. The
But
VH1 documentary. Get off that
exactly.
woman. A male
You
too.
you think you know, you have no idea. This is the diary of no idea.
Oh no. Mm. Stop blowing
Um
bubbles, Charles. Christina.
we think
Mrs.
I
ID
think
is in
we
here.
have a similar philosophy as far as like who we are and who we are perceived to be.
Mm-hmm.
But I think about this a lot. Uh,
Is it because you're short?
be,
It's
no,
like,
I
I'll be dang.
like
No.
yeah, I feel like I am who I am, right? But who I am
If it wasn't, why
to
would I say I
me
am?
is worse for one person. But like I always think like, who am I to
Other
other
people.
people? Am I better than I think I am, or am I worse than I think I am? And obviously, the answer is different depending on who it
Who
is.
talk to
But I'm
you?
always thinking about like, dang, like who who am I really? And I don't like when people say what people say about you don't matter, because it
Because it
actually
do.
does.
It matters.
Because
If it didn't
essentially,
matter,
you
then
are who they say you are.
mhm.
Even if you aren't,
I
you
hate that these
are.
are all song lyrics.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was bringing that one back. That was for you. But like, even if you aren't who they say you are because that's who they say you are, and they have more power than
You're the sum of
essentially you.
parts.
They have a strength in numbers.
True.
Yeah.
If everybody
So
say
it's
you
like,
a bitch, Steve.
even if you're not, just like
So good, Alex and around
all of this other, well, I ain't
it.
gonna get into all of that, but yeah.
I
So it's
think that's
like,
my biggest thing is it's not only just the sum of the parts. I've come to terms with I be trying not to swing. Sometimes my dick be wanting to swing, and I'm like, I gotta tuck it back in. I realized that everything is in my definition of who I am and what people perceive of me. I won't lie and say it doesn't matter because it does affect me. There are still some friendships that ended on Twitch that still hurt me. Daryl and Kage get an earful all the time. I'm like, I know we talked about it, and y'all drilled it into me that it's not my fault and that people put people separate and da 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 da. But I just why doesn't that bitch like me anymore? Like it hits me sometimes, but
right.
in reality, I know that I didn't do anything to you in malice. I know my intentions in like sometimes I am very big on communication, as I said earlier.
Mm,
I will I've had more DMs of coffee. I've had more DMs of like, hey, you can even ask Daryl. There are times where I'll DM that I will call him and be like, hey. you did this XYZ and I wasn't fucking with it. And I
Mm-hmm.
need you to be aware that I'm not fucking with it. And
Mm-hmm.
if things persist down this alleyway, bitch, you're getting
Right.
jumped.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I've learned that if you want to keep something, you have to work on it. And not everybody's at that emotional level or the
Mm-hmm.
not everybody have the tools. Not everybody
Right.
wants to work on something. Some people like that toxic shit. Some people
Yeah.
would rather have yes men in their corner. Some people would rather be perceived how they want to control how they're perceived.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're against what they think or what their perception is, then it's fuck you.
Right.
It hurts, but I also realize like in claiming my power and knowing what I knowing who I am and what I'm putting out into the world. I'm very much a person of what I'm putting out is what I'm gonna get back. So if I'm gonna be a bitch, I'm gonna get bitchy shit, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay. Sometimes I'm with the shits. So,
Right. Right.
sometimes I get
Sometimes
my
you gotta take
karmic
them out for
points,
the
and I be
team.
yeah. Sometimes I'll be like, you did call her mama a bald headed hoe with like three
Right.
teeth. Somebody might say something about so and so. You gonna have to eat that shit. All right, cool. You
Right.
got me. Or you said some mean shit to Nubia. She shit on the carpet.
Mm-hmm.
That's on you. You know she's sensitive. And
Right.
if you told her she can't cuddle with you at night, guess what? Something in the living room might get fucked up. Hi, Nubia. Now she's saying I
Right.
heard my name. She's like, just make sure you know where you're going to bed tonight. But just enjoy. I don't want you to ever listen to what people say and let it affect you that much
Mm-hmm.
because I think that that's another thing that's kind of like I wouldn't even say it makes me protective of the idea of you. It makes me more aware of community shit. Is like
Mm-hmm.
you're somebody who is doing so much to protect the man behind the mask,
Mm-hmm.
and there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that most of us should be doing that. Like not it. You're almost like a physical embodiment of parasocial. Like be aware you do not know me,
Mm-hmm.
but you can know things. Like you're getting what I'm willing to share.
Right. 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 Right.
That does not mean that I don't want to be here because I could just not be here.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? It's just like your
Yeah.
content, like you're saying, you're reassessing it.
Mm-hmm.
Be okay with not being known. Be okay with like maybe one day you want to take the maybe you want to snatch the mask off for a fucking charity. Who knows what the fuck you want to do?
Right.
But you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Don't feel that if you snatch it off one time, you can't put it back on.
Right.
Because I've learned a lot of people do feel like once they do step into the vulnerability field, it's like, oh, if I change or this, you got to do is at the end of the day, nobody we ain't cuddled up with you. This
Right.
the women
Yeah.
in your life got to take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't allow this Twitch. Turn the shit off if you have to.
Right.
That's pretty much what's going. Oh, that's why
Yeah.
you're messing with
And
me.
I
I'm
think
messing with
it's,
her treats. I'm like, why is she?
I'm weak.
Sorry, I was
Yeah. And it's more so, I think it's more so me
wanting to
now
punch
versus
people.
like outside stuff. Yeah. It's just like, I'm always, you know how
You're a
they
little
say you're your
crazy.
worst critic. Yeah.
No, I've worked with you before. You know,
I'm definitely
I am a
crazy. I'm for sure crazy.
well.
Yeah.
I mean, we're friends. I get it. Like
Yeah.
you would not be able to follow most of my little trains of thoughts if you were normal. There's a little atypicalness that allows you to be palatable with what I'm saying. You know,
You got it. That's right. Hey,
it's not easy being
it's
in here.
hey, it ain't no wrong with
Anybody
that
who can
either.
follow me, anybody who comes to stream multiple times for Scamfish episodes, I'm cognitively aware.
Yeah,
Ain't
I
nobody
just come to
watching it to
scream and
learn not to
chat.
be scammed. We are all watching it to be like, you two see where they fucked up, right? Okay,
Yo, I still be in disbelief. Like this cannot be real.
it's real.
This cannot be real.
There was
Now,
the
one,
lady
I
this
can't.
week is the best example of this shit's real. Like we looked at it, we went to look at her Instagram, and
Dang.
it was active. Like that literally. This was not like, oh, I just threw this together to get on the show. Like it was a year ago, 2 years ago. had this made compilations and little collages of her and this man she never met.
Mm,
She was 58 years old, black woman
mm.
with a tongue ring in the middle of her mouth, so you know she old school with it.
Oh Lord. Eric got a
Was
tongue that should know what to do with it.
and very much was letting us know she did. She was very much had a lot going on. But she was dating a 30, 35, 32-year old Hispanic male bodybuilding muscle man model and on some Jody shit. I don't date Mexicans, but that's a
Right.
fine ass. I said, oh no. Somebody come get their granny off this goddamn. And
It was one of them that you was watching that I was like, okay, these people are a little bit more advanced than I was thinking. All right,
oh,
okay.
that AI voice one, the
Was it
lesbian
the AI
lady.
voice one? Uh-uh.
I was about to say,
I think
"Hello,
it was the
honey. Good morning,
one.
sweetheart." And I, like the lady was
Oh
talking to her
Lord.
like that, and I, oh yes, it is amazing that you remembered that I had a birthday, and I was like, ooh,
Oh no.
I'm gonna
See,
start
yeah,
talking to
that
people
sound.
like that on stream, see if I can get some
Uh,
money. I would like to buy Nubia a new dog leash. It will cost me $15,000 because the dog leash needs to be able to fit around her delicate neck, and I
I'm
would
weak.
be so honored if you could help me get the $15,000 for Nubia.
Nah, I don't know if I can feel sympathy for that one. I think it might
If
have
you
been
could
that
find it in your
one
heart.
that one girl that was no, it wasn't the girl that was overseas that was like, but she did have a whole lot of stuff set up. Like she had a court case. He was paying for her court case or something like that.
Oh, the Russian lady, the mail order
Yeah,
bride
I didn't even get to see
lady.
how that one ended, but I'm
Oh, you
guessing
did
that
leave on that
didn't
one.
work out. Yeah,
It did
I
not.
think I was cooking dinner that way. They
It
didn't they
did
didn't get to the bottom
not.
of it.
It was kind of like she was married. She was still married. She was supposed to be getting divorced. They were separated, but they were still together, married legally. I hate that I had this memorized. She was on some escort sites. Now we don't know if she put herself on the escort sites, if the husband did it out of revenge. But she was like
Oh
on a mail order
yeah,
bride thing. She was on an escort site. She was
yeah,
on
I remember that.
something else, and then she was saying that she was in one country or the city, whatever. She was supposed to be in one area or Providence, or I don't know what they called it. And
Mm-hmm.
she had put a Google review at a food place like 4 months, like 4 weeks before, and she was
Mm-hmm.
like in France, like.
Mm-hmm.
So she was just chilling, living life and shit, and she was supposed to be, I think, in jail or
Mm-hmm.
something. She's supposed to be in trouble, and she was doing fucking reviews and shit on Google. And then she owned businesses, and the businesses and companies that she owned
They
were
was getting
bankrupt or
sued, right?
something. Yeah, sued and
Yeah,
bankrupt.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. It was it. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel for. I know. I mean, cause oh god, at the end of the day, everybody just want to be loved. You know, there is a little piece of me that feels bad because
It's never. I
they're
never watch it
only
at the
in this
expense of the
position because
people.
they're.
It just
Mm-hmm,
to me it help. I love. I'm a weirdo. I like the way people think. So like even on the side of crime because that's not how my mind is wired. Like sometimes I'll watch court interrogate like the cop interrogation videos because it just doesn't make sense to me. Like first of all, how you what's the word? How you rationalized it to yourself.
mm-hmm,
But that's also when it gets to the like when I wanted to be a philosophy major of like when people think like people are inherently good or inherently bad or
mm-hmm,
chaotic new like the chaotic good and neutral people in the world confuse me. But I
mm-hmm,
also realize I am chaotic good. It's just weird to see it in other depictions.
mm-hmm,
But like watching Scamfish to me is just like seeing, okay, how did this person get away with scamming you?
mm-hmm,
What about you allowed this to happen?
mm-hmm,
And at what point did you not where what to see it on the outside to be like, where were the triggering hairs that you should have felt that was
mm-hmm,
like how did we get here? Like piece the story together. Like you tell me what you did. Show me how you got away with it. And you show
mm-hmm.
me how you got it. Like what cause
Right.
you ain't getting shit out of it. That's what really kills
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Words, empty promises and words could have got me $50,000.
Probably still can.
I ain't got it in me. I have too much of a conscience. I would not be able to sleep. I'd
Me
be
too.
Y'all be looking at me on stream talking about, so what's wrong with you, Mel? Uh,
You can't even say that. Judge is
yeah,
eating you up,
bruh. I need to.
eating you
I
up,
got
burning
you
a
gonna hear me
hole
being
in
like, I
you.
gotta go to church, yo. I gotta get right. I gotta get right. I'm
I
out
gotta
here.
tell
I ain't living
myself
right.
that, guys.
The way I
I
would
have
just do a
never
compilation,
been.
I would literally write into Scamfish and be like, "Look, y'all bust me. Y'all don't do arrests. With
That's
the
crazy.
once y'all hear me sit up there telling some, you can tip me in Bitcoin. Just know, I went to the other
Oh my
side.
God. Not Bitcoin.
I remember somebody tried to give me Bitcoin at one point.
Hey,
I'm very
those
happy I
days
didn't
are
get it.
gone.
Hell no, I could no. I'm 19% sure they are in jail for forex.
Oh,
Y'all remember PPP
ye-
loans? I think about them often.
yeah, they
Where are
get
them
locked
people
up.
at? I was like, where?
Some of them get locked up for sure.
I used to work at
I've
a
seen
hotel during the
some stuff.
pandemic, and one of the
Mhm.
ladies, we were. I was like, this lady left like all her stuff at the like she had a suitcase. I don't remember what she had, like a job practice or something. She had her journals and personal information. I'm like, how did she
Mhm.
just leave it here? She was arrested. She had did a PPP loan, and I guess she was based in Atlanta, and she
Mhm.
came out here to hide, and they got her. And what
Hey,
killed me was how bad she was she did her business address as a Publix, and not even the Publix like actual address. It was like, how like an address encompasses like like 100 of the numbers, like from 1101 to 1111. It's this business. She
oh,
she was like, let's say it's 1101. I'm 1103. Bitch, you're the door of the Publix.
bruh,
I don't think you're what was it? Was it a tarot card business? Was it a it
man.
was something. I was like, I don't think your business is in there. I don't think Publix fucks with that. It gave me Sam's
And
Club
one thing the
vibes.
IRS gonna do is get their money.
As they should, because
They gonna get their money, whether you want them to or not. They gonna get it.
it's like the
The
people who
easy
were doing
way
the
or the
Chase scam,
hard
the
way.
glitch shit.
Oh, stupid. Oh man,
I said, you
come
gonna play
on,
with
y'all
Wells
cannot.
Fargo and Chase? I was like, y'all
Y'all
ain't
can't
never
think
had an
y'all gonna get
overdraft from
away
them
with
hoes.
this, bro. But they will overdraft you for 2 pennies, bro.
2 pennies after
Two
3 minutes.
pennies.
You get 2.5 minutes to
Yeah,
fix that
and
shit.
I thought it was until the next business day. They like,
Mm-mm.
no, we taking it now. Oh, and you know what else they be doing? And I
Mm-mm.
think they had a lawsuit for this or
I'm listening.
civil suit or something like that. They would say you make a transaction,
Mm-hmm.
like they would what is the word? It's not pending, but when it's done
Oh, when they
pending,
yeah, the approved, like they'll what's it called? Like they'll pass
they'll
it
do it in a yeah, they'll do it in a way that it will make you overdraft. So
instead of
like
saying you don't have enough funds. They'll be like, yeah,
yeah,
you got
like
38 and it's 40. Go ahead.
mhm. Or they'll say you got 38, you're going to spend 40. So you transfer 3 to your account.
Mm-hmm.
They'll take the purchase first,
And
then
then
put your 3
mm-hmm.
in, then take your 3 for and then add a negative for the fee
Mm-hmm.
instead of putting your
Doing
3
it the
in,
right fucking way.
taking a,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna say what kind of loan I did, but I had a very important life changing loan. And of
Mm,
all companies, I chose Chase
mm.
for automatic payment of that loan. And my deposit, they would do it. They would hit it right before the deposit. Like they'll because they gotta like authorize your deposit shit.
Uh-huh.
They did it, and then they would do the automatic payment and then take my deposit.
So you was
I
basically
was in big
overdrafted.
negative. It was and then because it was a big loan, it was like hit her with two overdraft fees. Hit her with the NSF and then the overdraft fee.
See, that's crazy.
I was
And
like, you
I never
funky
had Chase.
bitch.
Oh, it sounded like that was a good decision
I had
because
a
that's
family member
crazy,
that worked
bro.
at Wells Fargo, and I just remember her telling me like, "Don't even do it." She was like, don't even worry about it." I said, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I wouldn't even look over that minimum. The minimum balance alone was never gonna have me open."
Oh yeah, because they be like, you gotta have what, like 500, 1,000
You
or
need a
something
five.
like that,
You need $1,000 just always in your as a minimum in your account,
just to have the accounts.
just so you don't want my black ass done. That's all you had to
Man,
say,
if you
baby.
don't give me one of these free $20 balance accounts,
I told my
get on
friend the
my
other day, I
face.
was like, I feel like most people trying to get their kids like a college fund and shit. I'm gonna just get them like a Wells Fargo account with it. I'm just put the $1,000. That way, when you're ready to start working, baby, I got you. It's
Right,
gonna accrue some.
exactly.
That might actually be smart.
Hey,
I gotta pay
gotta
tax on
put
it.
something away.
Child,
Gotta put something away for the kiddies. You can start
yeah,
now.
get
You
my
ain't gotta
child
wait to
fired
have
up.
kids. Start now. Imagine if you just post something over there for the baby. Baby ain't even here yet.
Cause big no, cause you don't understand. You think get off of her. That I'm gonna have the whole sound thing. I'm gonna have the sound thing for myself. No,
I'm
no, I can hear
we
Kage now. I mean, we have the funds, you know.
hey,
But I live in Texas. I heat pregnancy and heat.
hey, you could do it.
Shh,
You could do it. You could do it.
you gain the
See,
weight and you get hot. Yeah,
you don't listen to Grace's Corner, so that. But
I,
when you have your
I, you
baby,
know,
you will.
it's okay. When I have my baby, I'm going to the DJ for me will be my homegirl Tux because she teaches children. She know all the hits. We
I was about
went
to say you got to DJ your own
no,
joint.
we went somewhere and there was a DJ and I guess there was like kids having a birthday party in front of us
Hmm.
and they're playing the music for the kids. This bitch is over here singing and dancing and stuff like, oh, this the. I was like,
I'm weak.
it's like, tell me you're a teacher without telling me you're a fucking teacher. I ain't never been more embarrassed in my. Sit your ass down.
Hey man, some of the great
There's some
Gracie
good
for sure got the
songs,
hits.
but she was singing every song louder than the kids. I said,
Oh
eat your
yeah,
Tex Mex.
she sound
The
like a
safe for the.
teacher and parent. She
It's
wear
very
many
funny.
hats.
We've gotten to the point that she now recognizes her fashion has changed and she dresses like the teachers we used to have. So I tell her, I'm
Hmm.
like, you've been in like with children, you've worked like this, you've been here the whole pandemic, but the fact that this new place has you dressing in polka dots, in long dresses, and the stuff that we see at the clearance rack at Target, and that we used to make fun of at the beginning of the pandemic, now you're sitting up there like, like she'll literally go, "Is this cute or is this teacher?" If you have to ask, put it back.
Yeah, it's definitely teacher.
It's
But yeah,
love that for
we're
you, but
growing, man. We're growing. We're changing. We're becoming new versions of ourselves. It can be scary. I've been noticing some stuff about me, and I'm like, what is happening?
what happened to the old me?
Who who am I? Yeah, exactly. What happened to the old me? Like me now and me 5 years ago is very different. Me now and
That's
me
what you
two
want to
years
say.
ago
That's what you want to
was
say.
is very different. And it's like,
I think of
dang,
that's my
it
pandemic
happens
growth. I
before your
hate that.
eyes
Yeah.
though. It
Mm-mm.
happens before, like you don't see it happen. You just sit down. Like I'm just sitting down one day and I'm thinking about what I like. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? I'm like, dang.
This ain't what it was.
Just yeah, like just yesterday I was on the game till 6 a.m. with my homies, like blah blah blah. And now it's like I'm hard pressed to touch the game. If I'm not making something for mouth, it's like, dang.
I think that's my thing is like I'm learning to relax now, which is hard.
Hmm.
Like now being able to be like, okay, you can just play the game and go to sleep. Like you don't need to create a commercial. You don't need to do this. You don't have to work on stream stuff. You don't have to make a song. Like I used to be so pressed of like, okay, at one point every Tuesday, what was it Tuesday and Fridays? Monday and Friday. Every Monday and Friday I need to drop a song on YouTube.
Hmm.
Or else what are you doing? Like you're being lazy, like you're doing this. Then I just
Right.
like or or you can play COD while your friends is nocturnal and we can like stay in the game until 3 and then you can go to sleep and then if you wake up early you can do laundry or you can stream and just have fun and then be productive after stream
Hmm.
or you can put food in a crock pot and then we can watch YouTube until we fall asleep. Shout out to the crock pot. That thing be working, baby.
Hey, that crock pot, that's a good investment. That and a rice cooker. Rice cooker might be my best investment. Crock pot was gifted to me, but
I was
it
gonna
was
say
a great gift,
rice cookies is an essential in this house.
bro.
I love rice. Rice
That's
is
a,
a staple.
that's my favorite food actually. I know that sounds weird, but rice goes with
Mm-mm,
everything.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
All kinds of rice, dirty
I'm just
rice,
happy that
yellow
you
rice.
believe in a rice cooker because Kage is Jamaican. So to win him over with a rice pot took 3 years, 2 years.
Mm,
He roasted me. He'd be like, "What the fuck do you need?" It's a rice cooker. Why would I cook it
mm.
on the stove? That's wasting a pot.
Oh, well, I ain't gonna lie. I
No,
have been
I can.
upgrading. I've been upgrading to a pot, but that's because my wife, that's all she make rice in is a pot. So I was like, show me how to do that. Cause hey, this might sound crazy too, but
It
she
do taste
make
different.
the
Good
best
rice.
rice, bro.
Is it just plain white rice?
She make fried rice, white
Okay,
rice,
I
but
was the
like
way you said it is like she should make a bomb ass white rice.
she do make a bomb as white rice though.
Get
That's
off
what
of
I'm trying
her.
to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
Man, be walking up and
so
just
I
like
was
this
like,
rice is
how
fucking
do you
good. Get in the bed.
how
Stop.
you do this? Because I've been crock potting, but show me your ways,
Not show me your techniques. Teach
man.
teach me, oh wise one.
Bruh. I ain't gonna lie, I hit the jackpot, man. Cause I don't know nobody else that'd be like. I'm just glad she like rice. I'm glad she makes rice well. I'm glad she's cool with eating rice as much as I like to eat rice. Cause like, man,
The
I'm
deal
I'm
or
trying to
no
slow
deal.
down. I'm trying to slow down.
Because they
You know what
always be
I'm saying?
like, it's not healthy, and it's like, but it's a
Yeah,
staple. Like, what am I
yeah. I've
supposed
been
to eat
trying to.
with this?
Yeah, I've been trying to. Yeah, cause it's like, what's dinner without rice?
Because I was
I
like,
guess I can do
I can do less
potatoes.
bread. I could do. I prefer rice for potatoes. I had to think about it. Now, it do get weird when we get to the like the form of potato. Because if it's fries, I can always eat fries. Fries is also another thing that Sally I can eat for like 5 months straight.
Really?
Yeah, I try not to, but ADHD is aggressive. Like, cause sometimes I won't like I will. I hate to say I forget to eat. I am one of those people who will be like, oh, I should eat something. Like the other
Hmm.
day at work, I got woozy and I was like, what the fuck's wrong? I was like, did I eat? Like, oh, the last time I
Oh
ate was yesterday's
Lord.
breakfast, and I was like, oh, that's why
No,
you're
see,
woozy, girl.
that's ridiculous.
It depends. It's most times that means I'm working on something. So like right
You
now
just
I'm
locked
working.
in.
I'm locked the fuck in. So like I'm bringing the podcast back. Right now I'm good because I'm like, okay, I used to try and do like, okay, I'll record you today, record so and so tomorrow. I'm gonna do 2 episodes that day. One person's at midnight, one person's at 8 a.m. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it would. That's different. Music though, it'll
Uh-huh.
be like, oh, I'm doing something. I got a deadline. Especially Mod. Mod will crack me up. I used to upload the music. I'd have it upload at midnight. Mod done already reacted to it at 12:03 while editing.
I'm weak.
And depending on the kind of song it is, it might be in his next YouTube video. It used to kill me because
Hmm.
I'd be like, oh shit, I gotta hurry up because Mod's working on a video right now. And then like the, but then I'd be like too locked in, and then later on I'd be like, it's 3 in the morning. It's you cannot eat a steak and potatoes. Like you need to snack, and
That
then when we
sounds
wake up,
sounds
we'll eat
good
breakfast.
though. Yeah.
That's also the problem with dating a Jamaican that likes to cook is that's normal for him. He'll be like, oh well, if you want to eat, like it's not rare for him to make 2 different dinners in the
Hmm.
same day because he made dinner at lunchtime.
Uh-huh.
And then he said, oh, we have that in there. Would you like curry chicken as well? Of course I want curry chicken as
Hey,
well. But
I'm gonna
we
go
have
ahead and come over there and give me a plate for
not
sure.
you lost that privilege, young man.
What?
You lost that.
What?
I'm
What?
kicking everybody out this motherfucker. I told him, I
I
was
ain't
like,
even
when we're
got
in the
the
same
privilege yet.
house, oh, it's over. Y'all ain't never getting a plate. Y'all gotta wait until
Tear
we
it
go to
up.
a con or something. Like, oh, that's also a really bad habit. We'll like, we always Airbnb because we need a kitchen.
Mm, that's good though. It's
Eating out is
we're learning.
horrible.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Eating at home is so much better for you. And
Eat,
like we're
especially when
finally
it's nasty, because then you can't uneat that.
bruh. So we've been doing really good. Like we've only eaten out maybe twice this year. One was like for my
Damn,
birthday.
that's
I
pretty
feel like we
good.
ate out again some other time. I can't remember. But last
Rare
weekend,
occasion.
yeah, last weekend we were out and about. It was late. Baby was hungry, so we was like, you know what? Let's just go get some Zaxby's.
Never
Like
had
Zaxby's
Zaxby's.
is
I've heard
oh
about it.
Zaxby's is legit.
It's chicken strips,
Zaxby's is
right?
legit. Yeah, it's basically like Raising Cane's. Never heard
Okay.
of it?
No, I do.
Oh, it's like Raven.
That's one of my AD. That's one of my hyperfixations. That's something I don't like. It's not the best, but it has crinkle cut fries, and that's all I need.
Fries not bad, yeah, especially when they cook right. But Zaxby's has crinkle cut fries as well.
Ooh.
So yeah, so we went over
Next
there,
time I go to
ordered our
Grand, I'll get it.
food. Man, that job was trash, and we was like, see, this is why we need to keep cooking at home.
True.
We got us
I
a
feel
little
that though.
system. The food's good. We've been trying new stuff. Like it's been fun. It's been like a fun experience. But like I cook Sunday. I have no idea what I'm gonna cook yet. So I gotta figure it out. But like it's been, hey, we've been cooking banger after banger after banger after banger. It's been fun.
I was like, if you need, I want somebody to cook it so they can tell me with an honest opinion. Try making marry me chicken. I want to know what
Marry
that's.
me chicken.
I don't know what his actual government name is. That's what they call it on the internet.
Let me write this down.
Marry me
Marry
chicken.
me
That shit
chicken.
looks fucking delicious. And I need somebody to make it and tell me if it's busting. Because if I tell Kage to make it, it's gonna automatically be busting. I need like an un. I don't know. Like, have you ever seen the show Epicurious? It's like
Mm-mm.
different level chefs trying to make the same dish. It's a
Mm-mm.
YouTube show. It's really good.
That sounds good though.
It'll be a level one chef, a level two chef, and a level three chef. The level one chef is like somebody that just I make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches at home. The level two chef
Right.
is somebody who they work in a restaurant maybe, or they just they've studied for a while. The level
Mm,
three is some master chef ass motherfucker like Gordon Ramsay.
right.
I have a kitchen in San Diego.
That sounds like a good concept.
It is, and then at the very end, there's a lady who's a food scientist, and she explains like the sciences and shit. We don't watch that part. Sadly, sorry to that lady. Sorry to this woman.
Mm,
We do not know who she is. But they made they'll do stuff like curry chicken, and it's like three different takes of the same dish,
mm.
and then outside of the pandemic, they got to taste it and stuff. I need somebody to do marry me chicken on a
What you say
level.
that was called again?
The show Epicurious or Epicurean. It's either ist or in.
Okay,
It's a
I'll
good
have to
show.
check that out.
That's one of those shows we watched during the pandemic. Yeah, especially when we couldn't go out to eat. So everybody just
Yeah,
you just want to
everybody's just
savor the screen.
salivating.
You didn't
Yeah,
whatever the grocery had is what you've been cooking because you ain't getting what you want.
exactly. Dang. Yeah, I gotta check that out. That sounds. I
It's
like that.
it's a really
I
good show
like
though.
different stuff. Yeah, I like different stuff, but you know, I get tired of seeing the same concepts. Like, I'm not really a big movie person
Hmm.
because they all feel the same. Now, when it's something strange, a little different, I'm like, okay,
Quirky.
yeah, like okay, this seems kind of interesting.
You want them Jordan Peele movies.
Yeah, I can't connect this to something that I've seen before already. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I don't like when like things are predictable to the point where I can't get lost in it because I already know like okay, she's
yeah, or
what was
they
that
do
movie?
something like,
Taraji P Henson, Proud Mary.
I haven't seen that.
It's very
No.
old. It was if it wasn't the pandemic, it was like right before the pandemic. Like
I know what you're talking about, but I don't think I've
I
seen
knew
it.
exactly how the movie was gonna go in the
Oh,
first
that's what
15
she was
minutes.
like.
She's like a
She was like
shooter. She was a
fighting
shooter.
badass. Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't seen that. Yeah, I
I
haven't seen
watched that shit. I knew exactly how it was gonna end in like the first 15 minutes, and I was just like, I can't even kind of enjoy it because it's everything is screaming. This is exactly where we're gonna go. It's like certain Tyler
it. Yeah,
Perry films where I'm just like,
I don't watch Tyler Perry, no, because they're to me they're all the same. They're all the same.
I
As a
once
woman
I
that's
understood his shock
being
value, I'm like, I get
mistreated,
it.
yeah, like
His shows
I
do
don't
crack me
want to.
up though, because it's like, are you aware that you give Chat GPT with like a formula, or is it like,
I think he knows, but and
I guess when you
honestly,
make money, you don't give a fuck.
I don't even think it's that. It's just I don't think I can't really blame him because it's working. He's found a formula and it's working. The same thing artists do. Future, he
It
found a
ain't nothing for me
formula
to follow you. It
exactly,
ain't
and
enough for me
then
to adore you.
seven rings. Robert Ory later, you know what I'm saying? He's made a impact. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be mad if you get you a formula and stay in your lane, but it's like I can't say that lane is not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like Diary of a Mad Black Woman was cool. but it was also the first thing that I saw from Tyler Perry. So it was like, oh, this is
The movie or the
fresh.
play?
The movie, I ain't seen no plays. I ain't seen no
I think
plays.
that's what hurts the most for me is that I'm a church kid. So like I grew up I watched the plays and like my mom went to
Hmm.
see the live shows and stuff. Like
Really?
yeah, oh yeah, she was yeah. It and the live shows is a different show every night. Like pretty much they change things, right? To me to
Okay.
know that era of him and then to see what he the stuff he spits out now, it's just like some of it was still repetitive or kind of but it was more relatable,
Hmm.
more he was grinding because he needed the money. Now he got the money. You know what I mean? When you
Hmm.
hungry, it's different. When the lights could get turned off
That's
at
what they
any
say.
time,
That's what they say.
you got that dog in you, and then it just
That's
kind of
what
gives
all
now
art
it's
too.
safe. Now it's safe art.
Hmm.
It's no longer shock.
He's like, yeah, I know this will work. This will work. Let's
You
get this
motherfuckers want
person, that
a
person, this
man in body
person.
oil with sitting up here like a man you can lust after, and a woman that looks like your auntie. Throw it together, y'all gonna eat it.
Yeah, yeah, very much so. But like the movie Smile, I remember when that came out, I was like, that's interesting. Man, man, I know you're not like a scary movie
I okay, no,
person.
no, no. I love scary movies. That's the scary part. I like horror movies, but I'm the kind of person horror movies make me giggle because most times get your cough out, boo, you good. Like most times, most times, like the Nun, The Conjuring, like The
Oh,
Ring,
nah,
things like them type of things. I giggle like I was in the, I was cracked, especially The Nun. Oh my god, I think people probably
I
thought
ain't even
something was
watched that
wrong with me. I was having a ball because I was just
one.
like, nuns do be scary, the old school ones, but like
I ain't never
this
seen a nun to
something
actually
about
say that.
Smile. Psychological horrors also are different for me because
I
because
think
it's like I
you
want
would
to see
really
Split, but
like
I'm
it.
scared to see Split.
Oh, oh wait, did I see Split? Yeah, I seen Split.
Smile, the Smile's too creepy for me. If
It
it was
is.
more Joker-ish, it's not even the stare, it's the smile mixed. It's the dead eye smile combo because it makes me think of. I, at one point, I went to a psychiatrist, not a therapist, and if you know, you know. That's just a different motherfucker right there.
I know
You see
actually.
some
I
crazy
actually
people. I was like, you see some crazy people. You
no,
actually see
yeah.
crazy people
No, legit.
in the waiting room
Leg
with you, and you're
and
thinking, I'm here for this reason. Them motherfuckers are there for other reasons, and sometimes you can
yeah.
tell by the eyes. I've seen somebody smile at me like
It's
that,
nothing scarier than that because they are legit unpredictable.
and you're just in a lobby next to a plant and a water machine. Like there's nothing to protect yourself. There's no barricades.
Mm-mm,
Them chairs don't. And
mm-mm,
if you didn't know, them chairs don't move. I've tried.
mm-mm.
They don't move. Them holes is bolted down. Um, but I've had somebody like turn, look at me, and just I don't play about
Yeah.
smile. I've seen that smile before. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Imagine seeing that movie and then having a new dent going to a new dentist and they smile like that's their legit smile.
I would love to know what it's like to have. No, no, no. Don't claim that.
I
I
was
like my
like,
eyes. I like the way I smile. I just
needless to say, I got
I
a
like
new
my
dentist again.
dissociation.
I'm weak. Okay, well, if you're not gonna watch it,
You can
let me
ruin
tell
it.
you
Ruin
like
that shit for me. I don't
let me
give a.
tell you my little think piece. All right.
Okay.
Do you know the process of the you know
Oh, that felt great.
the
Take your time.
basically like what the movie is about? Okay, so basically the movie is
Is the
about
lady possessed and she's trying to take the kid? Maybe I do.
mm-mm.
No.
So
Okay,
it's
wrong
like
movie.
the movie is about this lady who works at a hospital. She works with psych patients, I think. And what happens is uh
It sounds
she
about
has this
me.
one patient who's like freaking out
Okay.
and the patient kills
Spoilers.
them kills them oh yeah, spoiler alert. They kill themselves. Well, actually, yeah, spoiler. They kill themselves in front of her.
Mm.
Okay. So it turns out that the reason that this person did this is because they have they basically an entity
Mm-hmm.
is passed from person to person. It's like, think of it like an
Like
infection.
Parasite. Yeah.
Yeah, it's passed through person to
This
person
is the title of that movie.
by them experiencing or witnessing
Trauma.
something traumatic. Yes.
Ooh.
Okay. So
Okay.
usually when the person is infected with said trauma or
Mm-hmm.
entity or whatever, they have like they survive for about a week. The only way you can
Um,
beat this trauma is by
yeah. Sorry, Nubia.
there was one person who escaped it. He escaped it by killing somebody in front of somebody else. So the person that saw him kill them witnessed that
They got it instead of him.
they got the entity and he got rid of it. So
Oh, that's too many steps, Steve.
the whole movie is about basically we're following this girl trying to get out of like trying to escape this entity that's essentially trying to get her to pass him to someone else.
Parasite ass. Okay. Okay.
And so after I watched the movie, I was like, dang, what it gave me a different perspective of suicide,
Mm.
right? Because essentially one way she could have got rid of the entity is if she went somewhere
Looked in the mirror.
remote
Oh.
and killed herself.
Okay.
Okay. She tried to get rid of the entity by just going somewhere remote and just being isolated. However, the entity causes you to hallucinate, so you don't really know what's real and what's not.
Okay.
And also, somehow, because she had people that cared about her and was trying to help her get rid of it,
Mm-hmm.
and they essentially found her in her remote place.
Stupid.
And so she ended up killing herself in front of him, which continues. That's
The
essentially how the
cycle.
movie ends. But imagine, she was having this breakdown, basically calling out for help. And everybody's like, "You're crazy," blah blah blah. But imagine she goes to the remote place, she kills herself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Entity disappears.
And it's over.
But on the outside look, yeah, it's over, but it's only over for those who knew. From the outside looking in, she's just a woman who committed suicide. And it's like, oh, why would she do that? Like,
Mm-hmm.
she has so much life to, the narrative behind
Yeah.
suicide. But the whole time, she actually killed herself and saved everybody else. Essentially, she saved the world
I feel that.
by sacrificing herself for everybody else.
I love the way that that's where your brain went, and my brain was like, it's kind of like generational curses, and how
That's
some
another
people
thing.
break it by, okay, I won't have kids. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
going to do this, and it's like for me, like there's what's that called? Like I know that I am susceptible. I'm big words, Felma. Susceptible.
Susceptible. Yeah, I got you. I'm with you.
I'm susceptible. Like I have a high addiction rate. Like if I was to get on something, I would be hooked. I know me because my
Mhm.
grandparent. Like I know there's addicts in my family, right? And
Right,
so I always laugh because if I drink, I'm drinking alone or with Kage. Like it's trusted. It's he ain't gonna let me get sloppy drunk, and I'm not gonna allow myself to. But I know that like
right.
that's something that I have to cognitive like. I love blue motherfuckers. Them drinks is so fucking good. It's just a
Uh,
blue Long Island, but it tastes
right.
like juice, and that's the devil's work. Let me tell you, because I can drink six, and that's a problem. But like,
I'm weak.
I'm aware that that's something that I have to do cognitively. I think that it's also funny because in my brain also goes to what's that word? Like, hmm, committing the act will only stop it, but it could just like splice into something else, which is like afterwards people have to deal with your death. And yes, it's the stigma, but it's also like I don't know. I feel like especially because it's parasitic in that mindset. I have a really deep pocket of I don't know. I call it like you know how people have like world remorse, like it's things they wish they could take from the world, but you're just one
Mhm,
person.
mhm.
Mental health and homelessness bother me so bad because it's just like so many brilliant minds are lost in vacant
Mm-hmm.
homes, and
Mm-hmm.
it's it's not just like, oh, you know, this person was this and this. It's like they're still there, but they're not. And I just think
Mm-hmm.
like, what if that's just something parasitic of like there's something that could stop it. There's a cursed ender, but this might be it. Like maybe for them to not continue it because I don't know. That's just where
Yeah.
my brain goes.
Nah.
My brain immediately goes to
Nah.
like bulk.
Yeah.
How can we stop bulk of parasitic things?
No, but that's dope. And that's why I think we're very similar. We're thinkers. We're philosophers
My
in a
brain
sense. You
hurts.
know what I'm
I
saying? Like we like to go to that next level and
think that
really
movie's on
like
Tubi too. I'm gonna watch it.
empathize and sympathize. You
I
you
think it's on
should.
Tubi.
It's I don't remember it being like
It's the smile. It's
jump
just that I.
scary or nothing like
It
that.
that's not what's gonna scare me. It's the face. It's just
It's
the,
that face. Yeah.
especially because when they were promoting it, and it was just they
And they were
kept putting it in random things, and so
and
I'd
they
be
did a
watching.
good job with that.
They
Yeah.
did great, but at the same fucking time,
He was tired of it.
bitch, I'm over here trying to watch fucking the what was it, the VMAs. I'm trying to see Megan shake some ass.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to see
Yeah.
nobody while I'm looking at ass clapping.
Yeah.
No,
They was at baseball games. They was
ruining my
behind
damn
news
shot.
stations. Yeah.
No,
Nah, for
they
sure.
showing me a goddamn feel good story about puppies. Is your creepy ass in the background?
Right.
No, don't take my
Yeah, they did
moment.
good. The second one is out, but I haven't seen it yet. It's on
The fact that they had the
Amazon
audacity to make a
Prime
second
actually.
one.
Yeah, I will check it out at some point. But my wife don't watch scary movies, so it's like one of the things I would have to do on my own.
You gotta watch
When
on
am
your
I?
phone.
When am I on my own?
Never. You what for what?
Exactly.
Then you ain't
So
get off that woman. You could be like.
that's why I haven't seen it yet. I would be watching it right now, but I wouldn't be watching it right now. So.
I apologize.
Oh no.
I'm
I'm
sorry that I'm taking you
even
away from Smile too.
no. Even if I was not graced the honor and the pleasure to be on this beautiful platform, I still wouldn't be watching them. So it's like, remember, I'm not really a movie person. So
I mm, I don't watch. I always say this, and I know that it's funny story. Just a tangent of a peek behind the curtains of Mel. I used to want
mm-hmm.
to be an FBI agent
Mm-hmm.
because I'd never be a police officer, but I would be a. I would love to do that, but I wanted to be a part of the behavioral analysis unit because, of course, I watch Criminal Minds. But I was very. I like picking up people's patterns and stuff. But I
Mm-hmm.
remember when I actually went to apply, you know, they ask you like, have you broken a law, this and this, and they get really descriptive. I was really into watching like streaming online before, you know, they
Mm-hmm.
had the platforms of like Crunchyroll and stuff. But I'd watch anime
Right.
and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
I always tell the story of at one point I used to watch Criminal Minds on the dark web, but I didn't know it was the dark web because you know I'm just looking at a TV show. I'm not looking at the other stuff. I didn't know the other stuff was
Right.
there,
Right.
but I found
Right.
out later by applying for this thing that that was not just like a bootleg website. Like that was right. So I remember when I did my application, when I did my application, and they're like, "Oh my god." Because at one point I did the ASVAB, the like if you're
Mm-hmm.
going into the military, I had did my
Yep. I
SAT,
did
I did
that.
the ACT, I had all this stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, oh yeah. I was like, and I was in RTC at the well JRTC at the time, so I was like, I can pass the physical exam, like I'll be ready.
Mm-hmm.
And it got to that part, and that's what I got declined for. Cause I like to stream TV shows, and I was Kiss Anime and Kiss Cartoon was the biggest part. It was they were like we kind of can expunge this if you wait like 2 more years to reapply, but you actively watch Kiss Cartoon. I said not that pulls up on my phone, but also was like,
Damn.
but you see what I watched though? It's some good shows. You should watch them. Like,
Right.
cause my favorite part was like, it'd be different if like those shows had DVDs or streaming. This was before
Yeah.
like Netflix. I was so mad.
Yeah.
I was
That
so
sucks.
excited. I just remember being like, they were like, well, I was like, well, how long do I have to wait? 10 years. You have to wait 10 years.
10 years.
Like now I could reapply probably, but
Yeah, I was about to say you probably just became eligible. Hey,
I feel like that's the real reason why Kiss Cartoon got pulled off.
you're already vice president.
I feel like it's I'm
What's
above
the
the. I'm
FBI?
above the law. Let's not quote South Park right now. So you're doing so
um,
good.
um,
I wish I had a little bang piece right. I am above the law. Anyway, I love that show. I need to re-binge that again.
man,
I'm not paying
some
for
shows
Paramount.
get too long for me to even tap into it again.
I've sadly watched South Park all the way through 2 or 3 times now,
What?
but I never. I what was last year the first time I finished it? No, 2 years ago. I never really watched it growing up, so I watched it because
Mm,
it's one of my friend's favorite TV shows. So that was kind
mm,
of like my little love language of like I'm gonna share this moment of quality time with you. I'm gonna watch your favorite show so I can get the
right,
fucking references that you're making because
right.
like I wouldn't even know respect my authority. That's how much I didn't
Mm.
watch it. I was more of like I knew Kenny. I fucked
Yeah,
with
because
Kenny.
Who Killed Kenny, right?
Yeah, and I just thought he was adorable. Cause I'm a caption reader. So when you watch it with
Mm.
captions, you actually know what Kenny's saying. And I was just like, Kenny is a smart ass.
No,
Yeah. Especially like
you
any
are
you
lying.
did not? Yeah.
Hell no.
There's also an inside joke of they're so committed to a bit that at one point they actually changed Tolkien's name to Tolkien. Like J.R. Tolkien. So they actually went back and
Mm.
changed all the captions, changed all the things. It's like they went back and rewrote history pretty much. And I just like that kind of deep twisted comedy of it. Yeah,
Really?
you find out like I don't know what season that was that his name is like Tolkien, and the whole episode is based on somebody thinking he was Tolkien. You're like, so why would his parents name him Tolkien as like the only black character, like the only black guy? Like what kind of? I just love a.
Wow,
I
that's
just
crazy.
I love a
But then
nod to the audience.
they changed it to make it
Mm-hmm.
actually
To
fit. And
gaslight,
then when you go
yeah.
back and look, you can be like, oh
Mm-hmm.
shoot, has it been this the whole time?
I like things like
Damn.
that.
Nah, that's crazy.
But
Now you
the
gonna make me
captions really
want to go watch the episode so I can see like what Kenny says in this episode because I never knew that.
there's a couple episodes that's like Kenny based in he be talking he talks so much shit like they're supposed to be in third or fourth grade and he's talking very much like an eighth grader and it's just
Yeah.
like he had a girlfriend
Dang.
who like was in love with the Jonas Brothers and he was trying to get him some and it just was so funny. He's like, I'm gonna get my dick sucked. I was like, what?
Oh my
How,
God. Oh,
she
I
won't
gotta.
even you want a girl to put her mouth on your dirty little Peter? You're gross, kitty. And like, he's like, all right, well, you it suits you. I'm gonna go get my dick sucked, and it's just like, kitty, come on, bro.
Oh my God.
And literally is
Nah, I
doing all the
really gotta
things.
go back and
It's a
watch
bush.
this.
He
I had
makes the
no
show
idea.
worth it.
You
Favorite
you really
character.
just put me on.
It's a
You really just put me on. I had no idea,
and
and
if
I
you just want to
watched
test
this.
it, watch the theme song. It does it in the it starts at the very beginning, even with the theme song.
Oh yeah, because it's
Friendly
like
faces everywhere, without temptation. And the different seasons have different little things he says blurbs.
things that he. Okay,
It's not the same thing for
okay,
all the years, yeah.
okay. I'm gonna check this out. I'm excited. That's crazy. I didn't know that. You just unlocked the. This is the second. My mind's been blown up a handful of times in this sit down, man.
I try to
So
tell
that's what I'm
people this
talking
is a
about.
interesting my podcast is not as scary as it sounds. It's conversations with me. We just record it.
I ain't gonna lie. I was watching uh 40, and I was like, man, hope Mel don't be disappointed.
I think let's see, of all the episodes, you'd never see the disappointments. Because there are none. Like literally, I don't it would be different if I was reaching out to people I didn't know or like
Mhm.
I don't consider close to in some sort of like it has we have to have not even the chemistry. It's just there has to be conversation because this wouldn't
Right.
work if you've never if I can't feel comfortable like if I broke out into accidentally stimming or I zoned out, you're somebody who's cognitively aware like okay, Mel's coming back. Like there's a
Right.
reason why in my stream I'm like, all right, I'm coming back, guys. I'm zoning out. Like I'm introducing you into my world, so that way
Mhm.
if you're ever exposed to it, it's not like what the fuck wrong with Mel? Like why she zoned out? Like what's she looking at or thinking about?
Right.
Y'all have been conditioned to be on a podcast already, isn't that
Hey.
crazy? But no, and I personally don't ask people like how some people will interview people and it's like, oh, this is great exposure, this is this, or oh, I not say I admire you, but you know what I'm saying, like they're doing it for the networking and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck about the content creation right now. I'm talking to my homie, like, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
This
Yeah.
is this is person to person conversation, not this shit could get 10 views of it just me looking at it and be like, did Newbie, ma'am, you were being a little too active in this episode. And why are you behind the desk? Come here. She's like, we need to go to bed. We're going to bed soon.
I know. She said, you gotta work. You told me to remind you, you gotta work.
She don't care about that. She worried about,
Those
ma'am.
stacks that you was jiggling around.
That's exactly, because literally she walked by. That's what she walked by. That's why I was like, you're not getting another one. Then later on, you're gonna be sitting up there pooping and crying and stuff because you don't feel good because you done ate too many treats. You act like I don't
Right.
care about you. I know what I'm doing. God damn it, I'm grown.
Oh my God.
Also, funny thing,
Not,
she don't fuck with it. Like people be like, oh, she just looks at me like my mom's being annoying again with the damn chicken. All right, but thank
the
you,
infamous
Marky.
chicken.
You have
Man,
anything else
thank
to
you.
say? You good?
Um,
You gonna cry in the
Thank you
car?
for the opportunity.
This ain't no
I
opportunity. It's the
might,
conversation, brother.
well, I appreciate it.
All right,
It's a
brother.
long time coming, you know what I'm saying? It was good chopping it up with you. Just got to do it again. I'm happy to have you in my corner. I'm happy to be able to call you a friend. I'm happy to be able to come over and have some of that
No, denied.
rice and peas and
I don't like
y'all don't eat
coconut.
rice and peas
I
in here?
don't, cause I got coconut. I don't
Ah,
need coconut.
ah.
Nah.
Well, whatever y'all got for
He,
us,
y'all can eat that. I get. Goddamn, I'm texting.
Say, y'all good, but
Ooh.
yeah, man. I'm
Let me
glad
try
to
ask somebody to
see
bring me a
that you
chick.
are feeling better.
I am better.
I'm
I'm
glad that we
I'm a
are.
trillion times better than December and January at this
And
point.
I'm glad to infinity and beyond.
That's my
Keep
dad for right
doing
now.
you. You're an amazing person. You're an amazing creative, despite what you thought before. It's amazing what a lot of free time will allow you to explore. You know
I
what
ain't
I'm
gonna do it
saying?
just in
So
case your daughter ever sees this episode.
she'll see it.
Your daughters.
She'll see it. Whoa, 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 whoa!
I'm speaking
Now you
its
told me to get.
existence. I'm
Yeah, you
helping.
you told
Oh,
you
oh,
said
now
get
I
off
can't
of her.
help.
You said get
Oh,
off of her.
oh, now you
Now it's
listening to me.
daughters. Now it's daughters.
You gonna
Yeah,
be
go
mad as
ahead.
fuck if
Come
the
on,
next
little
time you
mama.
have a kid. Fucking-
Nah, I already got. Trust me, I got names ready, man. I got names ready. Bring them on.
oh no.
Bring them on. Come on.
Kage has if we have a
I just
son's
gotta get
name
this one a
already, and I don't
mess.
like that.
They gonna be up in here with us.
Oh
I just
Lord,
gotta get more of them. You know what I'm saying?
it's gonna
But
be
yeah, man,
it's gonna be
for
crazy.
sure, man. This is a pleasure. I'm glad that we got to have this sit down. You know what I mean?
Gonna have me crying in the crib.
And I look forward to many more things, opportunities,
That's
and
it. We out.
experiences together. Yeah, 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 yeah.
No more songs. I have no more. I have no more. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah.